I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Why do billion-dollar insurance companies regularly delay and deny valid claims? Because that's how they got to be billion-dollar insurance companies. If you've been injured, I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7969.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, June 19th. Today in Baton Rouge, it's a high of 90, and surprise, surprise, there's a chance of rain. In hour one of today's show, we'll recap LSU's victory over the Arkansas Razorbacks, sending them to the College World Series final against the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester,
Yep, got it. 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio. Here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! Let's go! OTB. That they do, Matthew Clayton Flynn. That they do. They take down Arkansas. You know why? Because you got to get all 27 outs.
Got to.
All
you
27. You got to get them all. You can't run the clock out in baseball. You can't take a knee. It doesn't matter if the first 17 outs, you gave them 9 strikeouts. That doesn't matter. No. It doesn't matter on the 24th out what happened. It doesn't matter on the 25th out if the shortstop decides to go to third base and get the lead runner, even though it's a 2-run game. It doesn't matter if on the 26th out, if the outfielder's path was the butterfly, that's old, let me see the Tootsie Roll. Does not matter. He's got to go get the out. They don't get the out. LSU finds a way. They win the game, and it's beautiful.
In the most exciting, dramatic fashion. Bottom of the ninth, College World Series. 2 outs. Are you kidding me? What a crazy, crazy game. This baseball world, this baseball fandom is pretty exciting. Good Lord.
This new stick sport that you found, yeah. In Omaha,
I'm a big Stitch head now. I'm telling you.
You've been telling people, and
the Flynn family was jumping around. 9, 7, 4-year-old, my wife, I running around high-fiving.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was in Lafayette. Hudson had his opening ceremony of his World Series, and so they had like some skills competitions. So I drove him over there, and we're listening to the call. You know, and if you can't see it and you're listening, you're like, I feel like it's even more drama filled because you can't see. Like if you hear the bat, right? You hear the ding, but you're like, where's that gonna go? And you're listening for Blair to explain, and you're like, okay, all right, well, is it gonna fall? Right? So I mean, like all the drama trying to watch it. So finally, my 12-year-old was like, Dad, just like give it to me. I'm gonna watch, and I'm going to kind of be your eyes and ears as well. So we're driving, and then as we pull into the house, I guess it was going into the bottom. Yeah, it was going to the bottom of the ninth, and so Arkansas had already scored a couple of runs, and so I walk into the house, and Pearson's up to bat, and like as soon as I walk into the house, he swings strike 3. I'm like, oh, nobody on, 1 out. But you know what? That was only 25 outs.
Oof.
Wasn't 26 and it wasn't 27.
What if you're up by 2 with 26 outs?
Doesn't matter. You can be up by 30 with 26 outs. Doesn't matter. Got to get 27 of them. And I don't really care. I don't care what happened. Don't care what mental breakdown you had in the middle of it. You got to go get 27. They didn't. You took advantage of it. Tigers win.
Two amazing teams, amazing pitching by both sides, clutch at bats from both sides, and a couple of mistakes from both sides in this game defensively. But at the end of the day, LSU comes up with the clutch at bats, the clutch hits. Jared freaking Jones. Are you kidding me?
Look, I mean,
LSU fans,
the roller coaster of emotions with Bear Jones. But he comes through. He has, when you've needed him the most. And look,
since that first game with 5 strikeouts where everybody was hollering, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, walk-off to send your team to the College World Series National Championship Series.
Yeah. And look, y'all know we're a full disclosure show here. After, you're trying to turn the double play and Bear lunges out for it. It's in the air and he misreads it. I think he thought it was going to be lower than that. A 2-run score. There was a lot on the old socials.
There's a feeling.
And then
that I didn't love.
Look, I sent a text to my dad. I said, hey, Bear can't hit, but he can't catch either. I did. I sent the text. It was a good text at the time.
Well, so that happens in 2-run score.
Yeah.
And so, of course, he comes up, and, he just hits a tank to tie the game.
Hey, watching on TV, he hit it, and I was like, ah.
Oh, no, he knew. I always know by him. The last 2 home runs he's hit, he's kind of looked at it and smiled. But after he hit it, it ties the game up. Of course, in the group text, I go, well, he actually owed us 2.
Yeah.
Not just 1.
Yep.
And then so, when he finally he drives in the final RBI, I go, oh, well, there's our second.
Yeah, the tank he hit. I'd like to see the arc on that ball because in watching on TV, it looked like it was going straight up in the air.
He pimped it, though. He knew.
He did.
He knew right off the bat.
Off the bat, I was like, but then I saw him, just strutting off. I was like,
They kept it on him. He swings and just stands there. I'm like, okay, well, that has to be gone, right?
Well, there's a different look. There's a different look if you hit it well and you're trying to figure out, did I get enough? Mm-hmm. Is it going to get out of here? Because then you're still holding on to the bat a little bit. You got the slow jog going down to first. You get that kind of face. No, that was not the face that he had, and he was watching every bit of it. So there's 1,000 moments in the game that lead to LSU being victorious and moving on to the championship series against Coastal Carolina, who you do owe something to from 2016, but what a way to get there. What a night for the Tigers. Now you hit reset, and I mentioned so many different ways. Lost in all of this will certainly be what Zach Cowan did for you.
Doubt.
It'll get lost.
Shout out Zach
There's
Cowan.
5 1/3, gives up 1 run, incredible performance. If anybody would have come in here yesterday and said, hey, would you take this from Zach Cowan, all 4 of us would have said, absolutely, without question.
You really can't ask for more than 5 1/3.
No, not against that offense.
1 run?
1 run.
And,
it was
honestly,
the offense that you were waiting for. Cowan was dealing.
And look, the guy hit a solo home run, so it was earned.
Yeah.
But
He hit a tank.
there wasn't heavy contact.
Mm-mm.
What did he give up, 4 hits?
Yeah, 4 hits.
It's
4 hits.
No
but,
walks.
Look, man, our defense made some plays.
Yeah.
Especially that first inning. Mila made some insane plays at shortstop. So
I don't care what. Sorry, I don't care what anybody says. Best shortstop in the country.
Oh my God! I hadn't seen them all for sure, but
I didn't think he was.
I'm like, how can you be better?
How's that? Wait, how's that possible though? I didn't think he was tall enough to play shortstop.
Wait,
low
is that
man
a
wins.
The thing in baseball?
It shouldn't be,
Low
but
man
it
wins.
apparently is. Yes.
Well, so we have such a good defense. So Zach Cowan's job is to deal it and throw strikes, right? Make them put the ball in play.
Yeah.
And he did that yesterday. I saw the stat that he threw. I think he faced 21 or 22 hitters, but he threw 18 first pitch strikes.
Yeah.
Like, get ahead in the count.
Yeah.
Make them put the bat on the ball. 18 first pitch strikes to batters is an incredible stat to me. let your defense play, and that they did. And a couple of gaffes later in the game, but when Cowan was pitching, certainly dealing, but that defense helped him out a lot.
And there's there's a lot of different things that led to LSU winning the game, and Arkansas had some self-inflicted wounds. But you know what? Like that's baseball.
Yeah.
Like plays are going to happen, right? I mean, we just talked about it. You had a chance to turn a double play, get out of the inning, and still have the lead. But your really good first baseman does something he hadn't done really all year and makes an error. There's going to be a hell of a turn, too. I mean, Braswell gets it to
think he was out? I think
he would have been out. And then, look, you miss one ball, 2-run score, and the ball didn't leave the infield. That doesn't ever happen. So things happen for both teams. But the team that stayed in it mentally the longest ended up winning the game. And sure, Arkansas is sad, and there's a lot of people that are like, oh, man, gosh, this is the part that I hate. It is what it is. That's sports.
Boy, there was some
it's just like it is. Like I lost them the Mile High Miracle that game. Yeah, I was part of that. Not on the good side of it, the bad side of it. Like games happen. You've had one when you were with the Packers. I mean, those games happen.
We've all been there. I mean, that's why sports are so great, because you'll never get more excited as a player, as a fan, as a coach, but you'll also never get as gut-wrenched, your heart just ripped out of your chest. And that ESPN camera crew was like eating it up after that game too. Good Lord. I was like, man, quit showing these kids. Like, yeah, maybe show like because it like builds the emotion and tells you how great sports are. I'm just like, come on, man. Just like maybe let's just celebrate the victor here and not so much like just keep going back to the tears and everything. We're sitting there watching and my kids are, we're celebrating, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, my little girl, she's like, I'm sad. I'm sad right now because she's seen all these, like, men to her, like, crying and tears rolling down. But, man, that's what makes sports great. And
did you tell her that those are hogs?
Those are hogs.
We really care about
crying
baseball. Like, look, y'all seem like nice guys. Your coach seems pretty cool. Like, y'all weren't a-holes or anything like that. But, like, time to go home, baby. Tigers win. Tigers win.
Speaking of their coach, Dave Van Horn accomplished something pretty impressive last night. 0-10 now in Omaha in terms of not making it to the not winning the College World Series title.
Yeah.
0-10.
Yeah, and look, Dave's won
it's like the 90s Bills.
Blank ton. Well, a little bit. Shout out Marv Levy. A blank ton of games, and he's an incredible baseball coach, but there is something in that city, in that building, that new building now, that he just cannot figure out. And this isn't hate on Dave Van Horn segment. This is appreciate Jay Johnson segment. This is now 2 of the last 3 years that Jay Johnson has gotten to the championship series. Jay Johnson has already won a national championship. Something that the guys that we're talking about have never done before, right? All the people that tried to throw out the Jay Johnson is Coach O in a baseball uniform. He only had one team and one special run, which I disagree with that with Coach O as well. The guy won a Fiesta Bowl before he won a national championship, but that's neither here nor there right now. It's about Jay. What do you got to say now? What's going to be your narrative now? Because now Jay Johnson's right back in a position. And look, for whatever reason, even if the Tigers go down, you cannot tell me that Jay Johnson's not a top 3 baseball coach in college baseball. You can't tell me that. He is the guy for the job, and LSU is the job. Sure, you got some guys like Tony V who had a special run, not runs, run last year. Jay's back there again this year. Jay got to Omaha with Arizona. Jay is not a one-trick pony. Jay is one of the top 3 best baseball coaches in college baseball.
It kind of blows my mind right now that that's even a discussion or conversation. Like the teams that he's built already, of course, he's been here for 4 years and, won one and is about to play for another one. When you watch this team play, it reminds me of the team 2 years ago. Maybe not from like a skill standpoint. Everyone's a little bit different, but Hey, when you see a team that gels together and has like the chemistry that this team does, we get down and they're just clutch because they believe in each other. They have trust in each other. It's just different. It's like trying to explain what like championship DNA is on any type of team, like whether it's a football team, baseball team, basketball team. It's just different and it feels different. You can't really put your finger on it why. But it all starts with the man in charge and how he does, the trust that the players have in him, the trust that he shows to the players on the field. It comes out in the way they play, the way you feel as a fan watching, the way it looks like they feel on the team. And like I said, you can't really put your finger on it, but there's something that's indescribable of a championship caliber team. And, one thing that he said yesterday I was listening to his press conference, and it really like kind of stood out to me. It's like, he said, I would coach this team forever. And I was like, holy hell! What an amazing comment! Like of all the all the teams he's coaching. I know that every coach says that about every individual team.
I never heard a coach say that.
Yeah,
not to me.
When like Saban went on his run in Bama, he has to like. There's always it's a special group every single year, and it's different. Yeah. But like to say that I would coach this team forever means that this team has the amazing whatever. It's kind of cheesy. All the teams he's coaching. I know every coach says that about every individual team. I never heard a coach say that. And it's just not to me. It's a really special. When like Saban went on his run, who knows what's going to happen? He has to like in this next series. It's a special group every single year. They have already stamped their names in Tiger lore.
We've done a lot of talking up here. Alondra, I feel like we need to throw you the microphone. You hadn't had a chance maybe to get some of your feelings out, what you felt during the game last night.
I don't even know. Like, it was such an emotional roller coaster because then whenever you're down, but it's the 8th, and then, like, you see Bear Jones, I was like, okay, come on, Bear. Like, we're going to do one or the other, and I'm going to need you to do the other. And then he hit the home run, and I was like, oh, my gosh, I was going crazy. And then we went down, and then the bottom of the 9th inning was just some of the most insane baseball that I've ever seen ever. And the melt from Arkansas was almost impressive because how do you mess that up like that? And everybody was like talking about Vahiva Aloy the entire time. And you know what? They should have, because he's a really good player and he was the only one that I was really scared of on this team. I know he's not the one that hit the home run, but Vahiva Aloy's really good, but he's the one that kind of messed it up for them. And even the third base, me and Taylor were like talking about it before the show, but yeah, even the third baseman, he still could have thrown it to first. Like Stephen Milam was not even halfway down the baseline whenever he caught the ball. So I don't know. It was crazy. I don't even have words for it. It was one of the most insane baseball games I've ever seen. Almost crazier than the Wake Forest game. Like Skeens Louder, Tommy Walkoff.
Like that game was just like pure elite baseball.
Yeah.
Like the LSU, like pitching,
yeah,
and like the timely hitting that came at the end of that game. Like this one was just drunk.
Yes.
Like this game was drunk. Like it was like all the chaotic energy that you could find bottled into half of an inning.
I was praying when Luis Hernandez went up there. Like, because then Stephen Milam hit, and then they got the lead runner out.
Yeah.
And then Luis Hernandez went up there, and I literally was like, and I closed my eyes because I couldn't watch. I literally could not watch.
Yeah.
And then he hit the base hit, and I was like, oh. And then Bear Jones came up, and I was like, oh my God. It was crazy.
Another
roller coaster of emotions.
Another job of Jay Johnson.
Yeah.
Changing the lineup up, where the guy that he changed comes up with yet again another big hit. I mean, again, so much to get into, so many final thoughts on this Arkansas. Like before we even think about getting to Coastal Carolina, the buttons that Jay pushed, bringing in Jake Brown to pinch hit, which we'll certainly get to. Just stay locked in. We're still trying to get Jay Johnson.
Go.
It's Thursday. He's typically with us. Jay was kind of busy last night, but
he didn't have a game to prep for tonight. He
I know. Well, I said it yesterday in the tease. I'm like,
you said it yesterday in the tease. I was like, there's no way if they win, right?
I'm like, well, if they win, we got a chance. If they lose, there's no chance in hell. They won. He's here every Thursday. It's Thursday. I'm gonna try one more time.
Well, I mean, if he's here every Thursday, then he's got no excuses.
Exactly what I said, and I'm not even kidding.
You text him that?
I will.
No excuses, coach. Play like a champion.
27 outs, coach.
Rule number 1.
Let's go.
He's maybe
now. Jay's so locked in. He probably
hop in the foxhole with us.
He'd probably come back with something way better than that. So, all right, we're gonna take a break. More LSU baseball. You can hear some of the calls as well. Taylor has pulled some of the calls from last night's game. We'll have all that for you when we jump back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to BoudreauxElectrical.com. BoudreauxElectrical.com is the website. Sign up for that free quote that we always tell you about, right? Get that Generac installed, ready to go for storm season because we know they are coming. We know it is going to happen. We know that, well, there's going to be power outages in the greater Baton Rouge area. But, look, if you get that whole home generator from Boudreaux's, it is the ultimate peace of mind because no matter what, you know you're going to have power, AC, refrigerator, TV, lights, all of it, because you called Boudreaux's.
Can you imagine if Jarrett Jones was at the plate and all of a sudden, power went out? Nah, buddy. Call Boudreaux's. Get him to come out. Generator, have the peace of mind all summer long going into hurricane season. Have that peace of mind. BoudreauxElectrical.com, 985-397-1562.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best.
Yeah, we finna set it off in this motherfucker. You hear me? I'm finna put you in the trash can, the dump. I'm tired of all you y'all annoying me right now, for real. You wanna talk, you wanna run your mouth, you want some gangsters.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN.
Keep this on.
Baton Rouge.
Oh, yeah. We're coming back to set it off when they play that. Tigers, the Legends. Ugh.
I just got confirmation. Talk to the people. I'm trying to set something up over here, Flynn.
Talk to the people?
Yeah.
About Louisiana rap? Maybe? What do you want to talk about?
I'm trying to get our guests lined up. Talk to the people.
Do what?
I'm thinking the game last night. That's just my thought.
The baseball game?
Yeah, the one that we watched. You watched it?
Can I tell y'all something? I am so fired up right now. This baseball life is amazing.
Yeah. Some are saying
it's good.
Baseball guy in the South, Matt Flynn.
I always say if you want to get into college baseball, postseason college baseball is the best time to watch it. Like, it is incredible. It's my favorite postseason.
If you're trying to become a baseball fan, it is convenient if your team makes the College World Series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's
and
great.
then goes 3-0.
Yeah.
In dramatic fashion. That helps the fandom.
It does.
Helps you become a stitchhead.
Very true.
I still think that term is a little weird.
No, it's not.
Stitchhead?
Stitchhead?
Like, that's what they call it.
I got it. There's stitches on a baseball. No, I'm aware. Just a little strange. Maybe like a base head.
I think I like
Diamond
Stitchhead
head
better.
Diamond head's not bad.
Diamond head's not bad. Isn't that a snake?
Diamondback.
Oh, yeah,
there's
true.
There's a copperhead.
Copper.
And a
I mixed
diamondback.
both of them together.
There's a Diamondback baseball team. Don't know if you heard of them.
Oh, true. Kind of had a great pitcher at some point.
A couple.
Yeah.
Guy named Randy Johnson.
Yeah, no big
Guy
deal.
named Kurt Schilling. They didn't suck.
You know, Randy Johnson's a sports photographer now.
I do. So is King Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
Right.
His logo
right.
is a bird exploding.
Is it
That's
really?
awesome.
It is the coolest thing. I'll pull it up.
Can we pull that logo up?
All right. I do have confirmation. Don't know the time yet, but Jay Johnson
Let's
is
go.
joining us.
Let's
Shout
go.
out, Jay.
Greatest coach of all time.
He's the GOAT.
8 o'clock. Just got it.
Let's go. 8 o'clock. Jay Johnson.
8 o'clock.
Book it.
Jay Johnson. Tay, let the people on the socials know. Actually, I'll do it because I'll just put like something very well. You do it, and I'll do it as well. Obnoxious. Very excited to catch up with Jay, who, as we said, pushed all the right buttons.
As always.
Pulled all the right levers, and wow, that is a logo. That's a choice. Randy Johnson.
Like, how cool is that?
By Randy Johnson
That
there.
was sweet. There was a few more feathers in real life.
Yeah, a couple more. That thing exploded.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Joey in the chat said that Flynn is spoiled on the show for 2 weeks, and this is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of. Yeah, and you missed half that time.
Is it maybe because I joined this show 2 weeks ago? I don't know. Some are asking.
Nobody's asking that.
They also said a base head is for a people that like to free base. Free base, like diving or jumping.
Oh, okay.
Base jumping.
I thought it was people that like dubstep.
Got to do step. I don't know. Look, it's gonna get lost in the sauce here.
Sorry.
So let's don't chase that squirrel. Let's get back to Jay, putting Jake Brown in to pinch hit after Dave Van Horn walks Pearson to get to a right-handed hitter. And do you think that Jay's going to take Chris Stanfield out of the game? Probably not. Like, if you're Dave Van Horn, you're like, look, that's a guy that has played well all season long. One of the better hitters they had in SEC play, certainly as far as average. He's a plus defender. His speed, probably going to maybe leaves him in. Jay quickly. Jake Brown, you hit cleanup the other night against a right-handed hitter. It's an easy decision for me. Go get in the game. Go get us 2 runs. And not only just the lineup and how he's formatted it, and it always feels like the guy that he moved comes up with the big hit. But to do that, to bring Jake Brown into the game, gets 2 RBIs. Did he slip on the old Little League Baseball still play? That he did. But what a move by Jay Johnson.
Yeah, what a huge at bat, man. Comes in there, Mr. Clutch. Alondra, you said it in our group chat. It's amazing what happens when the good hitters hit.
That was Taylor.
That was
but
Taylor,
yeah,
credit.
no, I agree to Taylor. I agree with Taylor.
I think Jake Brown should be in the lineup every day. Like, at this point, I don't care. Like, the guy's clutch. I get it. Everyone's going to say he can't hit against lefties. You don't know that if you don't let him do it. Like, Jake Brown, lineup every day.
Mm-hmm. Maybe get a pinch runner in, maybe.
I think that was just a little. a slip, if you will.
It would have
We
worked.
can all laugh about it. Wait, we're to the point. We won. We can laugh about it. Maybe do a couple cone drills, maybe some agility drills. Kind of feet got stuck in the mud.
Look, it definitely would have worked if he doesn't slip. Like they had what they wanted.
Yeah.
And if you're new to LSU baseball and you don't know, because my dad was asking me this, Jake Brown is very athletic.
Yeah.
Jake Brown's one of the fastest people on the team. So, like, you had the right guy, you had the right play. He just slipped.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay,
All right.
what time do we have Jay Johnson?
8 o'clock.
Okay. I'm sending out the
said
tweet.
that
And
earlier.
I'm sending out the tweet and I forgot, and I didn't know how else to ask you.
All right. Man, you got to get those multitasking skills up.
Yeah,
you got to be able to have 3 kids screaming something at you, and you just totally like tune it out while you're doing something else. Like, it's called multitasking. It's an elite skill. You got to find a way to do it. So,
it's kind of hard to multitask sometimes when you see squirrels.
Favorite moment from the game last night, of all the moments that we saw. Your favorite moment from the game last night. I'll start it off. It is Jay pinch hitting Jake Brown and giving the big DX sign to the Arkansas dugout. Basically, he didn't do it. I wish he would have, because that was exactly what had to happen. And Dave Van Horn comes out there, and you could tell he feels like he got one over on LSU. Jay sends out Jake Brown. Boom, 2 runs. Tigers take the lead.
That was a great moment.
For me, it was not Jared Jones's winner. It was Luis Hernandez 2-run RBI to tie it.
Yeah.
Arkansas got deflated. Like, they showed the dugout. The Arkansas players, head in their hands. Dave Van Horn has that blank stare. Like, are we really going to throw this thing away again? Like, when LSU tied it, I'm like, this game is over. I don't care if you end it now. I don't care if you go into extra innings. Like, you took Arkansas's best punch. You tied it. Like, to me, that was, like, when I knew, like, LSU's winning this game.
And you could tell that ball was hit so hard.
Yeah.
It goes down as an error, and it looks bad on left fielder, but that ball had to have been so hard to judge, especially in that moment. But the dude, has he had a shoulder replacement? It's got, like, a titanium shoulder. That sucker hit it.
Yeah.
And it was probably 104 mile an hour off his shoulder. Good Lord, that thing spun off there.
It would have been a tough play for the left fielder to make anyway because he was diving for it. But, yeah, I'm with Taylor. I think that was my favorite moment in the game because you felt like it was over. But just to give a different answer, Zach Cowan, his performance was just – it was so good to see him back to his regular form because, he's been struggling the last couple games. It was his second start of the season. And like we said earlier, you couldn't have asked more than 5 1/3 innings from Zach Cowan with 1 earned runs and no walks. And it was just, great performance from Zach Cowan.
Jaden Newt's performance is going to get lost a little bit as well. He comes in, he gives you an inning, doesn't give up anything, has a strikeout as well, only faced 3 batters, but did his job. Like, we can talk about Chase Shores. It was dominant at times, and then he kept going back to the all-speed pitch, and Arkansas was ready for it. Jacob Myers is not somebody that I didn't think he was coming in that situation. Now, I realize he did give up the hit. Infield was in. That's always going to get through. But let's not forget he did strike out 2 as well.
Yeah.
Like, to kind of close the door. That was big. And at the time, it didn't feel like it was going to be anything because you were down 2 runs. But him getting out of that and not giving up any more, even that was a big, for him, like a confidence boost. And credit to Arkansas, right? Jacob Myers is somebody that throws 82% fastballs. And Arkansas got a breaking ball first pitch. You drive in 2 runs. That's just when you tip your cap.
Yeah.
It's everything, though. Like, Landon Beidel-Shees, which we finally got a correct pronunciation. Beidel-Shees, not Beidel-Shees. Whatever. Canfield, Ohio's finest. He was dealing last night. Like, 9 strikeouts. Typically, like, when you're going against a guy like that who's working and you don't have the run support, like, it would have been very easy for LSU to lose this game. Like, it was overcoming that. It was helping out Zach Cowan. It was Jaden Newt out of the bullpen. Like, everything you needed to work did. Like, you couldn't have won this game any other way than how you did last night with the way Beidel-Shees was going, and you found a way to do it.
Yeah, it's amazing how sometimes these pitchers in these moments have just like these out-of-world performances because they just it's the moment. It's playing in that stadium. It's the lights. It is the everything that surrounds being in the College World Series. Just some people respond to that in an extremely positive way and do something that they're haven't shown that they can do in the past. That is always the cool thing about watching sports is like seeing the performances when people just play out of their mind. And man, he did deal, and it's we were giving him some props yesterday. Broke down his name, everything. That dude was dealing. But my favorite moment, like I'm a simple man. My favorite moment from the game is the Bear, Jared Jones in the 8th inning, just straight up launching it over the fence. Y'all know it.
First pitch, right or no? I can't remember.
It was first pitch. Yeah. First pitch. Isn't that right?
Yeah, and I was listening on the radio, so like
I think it was first pitch.
I'm trying to will that thing over the fence.
Right.
But when you're down,
I was on the Atchafalaya Basin just begging for it to go over.
Yeah, so you're down, and late in the game, the nerves are high, tension is high. I think at the time, like, Ionson's, like, was kind of, like, warming up a little bit. We had the late, so we're like, what's going to happen, what's going to happen? Then he steps up, and, like, he struck out in a big situation, the at-bat before, and he gets up there, and like I said, I'm a simple man. I like to see that ball go over the fence. So that was our favorite moment. The Flynn family was going nuts. We were running around. Kids were kind of like, all like bedded down like in the living room and with like we made little pallets for them watching the game. Nope, everyone was on their feet running around high-fiving. The little one, she had no idea what was going on, but she was excited.
Yeah, very excited. Everybody's yelling, and it seems like it's in a good way, so let's go. A lot to get to in the chat, a ton to get to. A lot of people asking if we saw T-Bob's video, and a lot of people saying we need him a cameo. He came on yesterday, so if you missed that, that's on you.
Go check it out.
But he did come on yesterday. I did see his video, and Katie and I were laughing because he had a jersey on. He goes,
Is that the one where he was just jumping around?
Yeah,
yelling?
just being T-Bob.
Oh,
yeah. It was awesome. Takes his shirt off, the jersey off, right? And then he goes shirt off, and then changes his mind about halfway up his back.
Yeah, he did change
shirt was coming off.
It was an undershirt, right?
It was an undershirt.
Yeah.
Shirt was coming off. He got to the middle of the back and decided against it and then starts to celebrate. I was like, he wanted to go shirt off.
He wanted to go shirt off, but he
there.
was like, oh, yeah, the camera's rolling. Probably don't want to show his dad bod right now.
I know Bob enjoyed that last night. I know he's probably feeling it this morning. But I know he's going to enjoy it later today as well.
Probably enjoyed it more than most.
Yeah, that was a great video and made me laugh very, very hard. He was not a poodle last night. Today, is he calling to work? I don't know. I don't know. It looked like he had some fun. All right. We're pretty late here. Let's go ahead and take a break. Again, Jay Johnson joining us at 8 o'clock. So top of this next hour, Jay Johnson, LSU head baseball coach, will be with us here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com. PelicanRoof.com is the website for, you guessed it, Pelican Roofing. Once you go to the website, three things I want to point out on the homepage. The first thing I want to point out is the 5-star reviews right there. First thing really that you see, Yelp and Google reviews, Facebook reviews. All right, the internet hates everything, but they love Pelican Roofing. Instant roof quote. What's that mean? You type in your address, your home, your business. It's an incredible tool. It gives you an outline of your roof and what the quote would be to fix your roof, replace your roof. And then also financing. Hit the financing tab right there on the homepage. They have incredible deals going on right now. You can finance through Pelican Roofing, PelicanRoof.com.
Yeah, financing. They can walk you through it. They can help you with getting that brand new roof. Protect your house, protect your loved ones, protect your things. That is PelicanRoof.com, 225-228-2865.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance, Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 in the 2000s. Girl, you're working with some baggy, just baggy.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
We back.
Hi, guys.
Jay Johnson, 20 minutes from now. You kind of had a big night last night. You had some fun.
You think he was watching film last night? The Shants?
1,000%.
I'm going to call him the Shants. Chanticleers.
I'm going to call them the Cants.
Oh, the Canticleers.
Yeah.
Canticleers.
I don't know. We'll
like that one?
We'll throw it around there.
Didn't like it.
I don't
Get some
love
ideas.
the way that sounded at first.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yes.
I got it.
Yes.
Hey, mental note there.
I mean,
It's not
in
Tuesday.
Fairness,
Gotta
in
be
fairness,
careful.
that one actually works
Thursday.
too. So
It would actually work.
that one works too.
Maybe after the show.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
not
big
like
ol'
on the
YouTube
radio
video.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not here.
Yeah. Maybe we should also probably, we have started, but we should really, really get this thing started.
Oh yeah, we should, huh?
Yeah, we definitely.
Let's get it started.
Let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Oh wait.
Oh, I
Hold
like
on.
that too.
Didn't have that.
Yep.
Didn't have that one
Yep.
ready.
Yep.
This is
Let's
Yep.
get
great.
it started.
Great start
Hey.
here, yeah.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
Well, you can probably guess where we have started the show already, where we're going to continue to start this show. That
Starts
is
right now.
LSU baseball, and that is thanks to, as you see behind me, GoFlow IV Spa. GoFlowIV.com is the website. 225-953-8150 is the number. You can book your appointment today. You can visit them on Facebook. You can go see them right on Jefferson near Bocage. Summer's here. It's hotter than you know what. It's as humid as you know what. So go get a relaxing day over at GoFlow IV and get hydrated.
You don't feel great? Get hydrated, but they also got add-ons, some upgrades to just your standard IV. B9, zinc, glutathione, magnesium, all these sorts of vitamins, all things that make you feel good, look good, play good, cheer on the Tigers good. GoFlow IV.
All right. We're going to continue to talk LSU baseball, obviously, in the job that they did last night. And now, after you finish it off, and you don't have to go another game today, like everything's going to be available for you.
I mean, you got
Everything.
Anderson, Iams, and Evans as far as
You
I'm
got
concerned.
it.
1, 2, 3 stars.
You've hit
Like,
reset
they're
now.
there.
And look to the Mississippi State fan in the chat that is going back and forth with our beloved Tiger fans here, calling it lucky. I don't care what you call it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Arkansas had to get 27 outs, and they got 26. Doesn't matter how it happened. Doesn't matter what they did, what you did, didn't do, what they didn't do. 27 outs. 27 outs.
Did you say Mississippi State fan?
Yeah.
I mean, were y'all unlucky? Like, why are you mad, bro?
I'm just saying, like,
they're lucky.
I don't.
After they're natty, that program has plummeted.
Look, this is not even about like LSU versus Mississippi State. I'm not even trying. I'm just saying, like, when you play at this level, and you say like luck, it's like, okay, well, you could go back in different moments, like when Bear Jones drops the ball at first base. That double play gets you out of the inning. Arkansas scores 2 runs. So that thing goes both ways. Like, that's a baseball game. LSU's got to get 27. Arkansas's got to get 27. And you got to have more runs than the other team. And if you don't get that done, you lose the baseball game. And we could go over 17 different plays. Sure, the 9th inning was chaotic as it possibly could be. But there's moments in every game, certainly in baseball, where it's like, okay, well, they made that play. They made this play. They didn't make that play. They didn't make this play. It all comes together, and the team that finds a way, a team that puts pressure on the defense, a team that continues to not just lay down, to not just quit, but go up there and have that belief, because there is no clock in baseball. Mm-hmm. It doesn't run out. It was a pitch clock, but it doesn't run out on you. Like, the game can't end because time ran out of the game, like in youth baseball. Mm-hmm. Like, that happens sometimes. Not once you get to this level. So I'm not, look, did the plays happen? They did. But there's moments for both teams that you could look at. And again, LSU found a way, and they outdueled and outlasted a very good Arkansas baseball team.
Yeah, the notion of teams being lucky in sports is kind of it's kind of a cop out. It's because teams work hard, they bleed, they sweat, they cry, they do everything, and breaks happen for every team. There's not one championship team that's ever won a championship that didn't have either breaks go their way or something happen where the other team was like, oh, if this didn't happen, blah blah blah. That happens in every game. But the good teams find a way to take advantage of other teams' mistakes in every sport. We made mistakes. They didn't take advantage of it in the way that LSU did. Yeah. So Arkansas makes mistakes. The good teams, championship caliber teams, find a way to take another person's mistake and exploit it and then make them pay for it. Yep. That's what happened. Maybe the only championship team that never had to get lucky was 2019 LSU football team, maybe. Yeah. But, like, there's breaks that happen for everyone.
The championship that we won, Pitt had to beat West Virginia.
Well, about 35 things that happened.
I know, but, like, that's the main one. Like, I didn't have faith that Chase Daniel was going to go beat Oklahoma. I mean, come on. We knew how that was going to play out. But Pitt, Shady McCoy, like, was like their one guy. They had to go beat West Virginia, and they did. I don't care how it happened. I don't care what the plays were to lead to said victory for the Panthers.
Yep.
They got it done. And then they gave us another chance. And once they gave us another chance, we could have played the 72 Dolphins, and Larry Zonka and the boys were going down.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're going to crush them.
Sports is sports.
Sorry, Zonk.
Yeah.
We were down
Also,
10-0 in the
best
Natty.
team won.
That was a mental error by
Yes,
Arkansas that
that's what
did
it
that. So
is.
it just is what it is. And I was thinking about this last night. I feel like the College World Series, the tournament as a whole, the way that it's set up and how long it is and everything, it's perfect because you really are getting the best of the best, because Arkansas and LSU and the other teams that played on the other side of the bracket, you had the same amount of, like, you were both on your quote-unquote Sunday guys. You know, you both had to go deep into your bullpen. So this is really the best of the best because it shows depth. It, like, I don't know, to call it luck, sure, maybe a little bit, but also Arkansas had to make that mistake, and LSU had to take advantage of it in the bottom of the ninth, and they did.
We can just, like, scrap the word luck.
Yeah.
I hate when people say, "Hey, that was a lucky break." Hey, when people ask me about like my career, man, you got lucky. Like, the hell I did. I worked my ass off, and when the opportunity came, because they were few and far between, you take advantage of them. And that is when opportunity meets preparation, and other people who don't know anything about anything think it's luck.
And our guy Craig Schilling, shout out Craig. It's good to see you back in the Bayou 4 chat. Made a lot of great memes for Hanging with Hester. When you so you have a slip in left field, like Craig's saying, from Arkansas. Well, Jake Brown slipped when he was trying to pull off the play to get in a rundown and score the run. Oops. Like that's a game. It's part of the game within the game. It's a part of the 9-inning story. Mm-hmm. So LSU don't care what you call it, honestly. Mm-hmm. But when the moment presented itself, you wouldn't seize the moment.
Yeah.
They screwed up a double play at the end. We screwed up a double play before that, right? Second baseman gets his feet turned around, doesn't make the double play.
Yeah, on that, like,
it
I know
looked like he
Daniel
got
Ray,
caught,
Daniel
Come
Diggs.
on, you talking about Dickinson? Yeah,
He has been
Dickinson.
so damn smooth all season long. Like, I'm not gonna. He's gonna get a pass if anybody does on defense. That was awkward.
It looked like he got caught in between, like pitching it, and then or turning his hips, and it's just like, here you go.
All right, let's take a break. Jay Johnson, 10 minutes from now, live from Omaha, recapping last night's festivities, and we'll have that right for you on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GetGordon.com. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. GetGordon.com is the website where you can do it all. You can find out what they can do for you in the courtroom. You can find out what they've done for past clients in the courtroom. And look, they're going to do that throughout the state of Louisiana. So if you're in Shreveport, if you're in Monroe, if you're in Alexandria, Lake Chuck, Lafayette, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, DeRidder, Louisiana. Let's get another small town. Haynesville. Shout out to the Tornadoes. Doesn't matter where you're at. The G team can help you. Go to GetGordon.com. GetGordon.com.
If you've been injured, it's not your fault. Call the team that has helped thousands and thousands and thousands of people in Louisiana get what is owed to them, whether it's car accident, truck accident, whatever it is. Call them. Be a part of the G team. Go to GetGordon.com anywhere in Louisiana, 888-8888.
You gotta believe in the dream. Believe. You gotta believe in the dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
At Luba Workers Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Mac, I'm gone. A millionaire, I'm a young money millionaire, tougher than Nigerian hair. My criteria compared to your career just isn't fair. I'm a venereal disease.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. You probably guessed it. We're talking all things LSU baseball as they get set to take on Coastal Carolina in the championship series. Going to be a short sec here, but don't you worry. It is going to be worth the wait because when we come back in about 30 seconds from now, well, we're going to take a break in 30 seconds and then a couple commercials, just a couple. Jay Johnson, LSU head baseball coach, is going to join us live from Omaha. Recap last night, recap the wildness.
Let's go, Jay.
Maybe, hopefully, at the very end, maybe get to some preview of what's coming up because you know Jay's already watched the tape. He's already got a little report on old Coastal Carolina. Jay Johnson, LSU head baseball coach, when we come back.
Off the Bench.
All right, go check out Rouses.com. And once you go to Rouses.com, put in your zip code, and it is going to have the one closest to you, okay? And then once you do that, it's going to pull up those weekly ads for your favorite Rouses store. And they've always got some great things going on. Flynn and I were there a couple of weeks ago. We took advantage of them. You can take advantage of them right now. Again, it's going to pull it up, everything right there, that weekly ad for June 18th through the 25th. You've got your summer deals going on at Rouses right now as well. And look, get some My High over at Rouses.
Oh, hydrate. You want to save $1.12 per pound?
Yeah.
Cool. And you want to cook for these games?
Absolutely.
Boston butt pork roast value pack.
Boston butt pork.
$127 a pound. Are you kidding me? You know Rouses. They're the best. Louisiana born. Go get whatever you need for the game, whatever you need for the week. Visit your local Rouses.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always...
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, June 19th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 90 in hour 2 of today's show. The man himself, LSU head baseball coach Jay Johnson, hops on at the top of the hour, and we'll continue to break down LSU in the College World Series. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 of OTB here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge, and we are very excited to go to Omaha now. We have got the man in charge on the line, Jay Johnson, head baseball coach for your LSU Fighting Tigers. Coach, we truly do appreciate the time as always. I hope you got some rest, but my God, what a game last night.
Yeah, how about that? How's everybody doing back home? I feel like we've been here forever, which is a great thing. So,
absolutely. Absolutely. Coach, look, last night, so my son is 11U baseball, but they had their World Series in the Lafayette area, and they had their opening ceremonies, and every parent, I think, that was there was, like, excited for their child, but every one of them had their phone out watching the Tigers play the game from, like, start to finish. Nobody put their phone down. Everybody back here is certainly locked in. I think you would have enjoyed seeing some of the scenes from that last night. But you were busy. You were busy trying to go win a game against a very good Arkansas team. And, Coach, you say it all the time. You get 27 outs. You got to get us 27 times. Arkansas only able to get you 26, and what a ninth inning it was.
Yeah, first off, that's really cool. Thanks for sharing that with me about everybody watching. That's what makes LSU special and LSU baseball. There's not many programs like that even at this stage in that game would be tuned in like that. But you feel it here, and you definitely feel the support back home. And yeah, I mean, that's our saying. There's no clock in baseball, and thank God. And especially with this team, and they have a high level of belief. And I mean, we slayed a giant. That's one of the best programs, if not the best program in the country. And with great players. I mean, it was a high level of game, and sure there was some mistakes, which that's part of college baseball and how it goes. But our guys' just ability to keep showing up in the moment and just executing their plan in the moment made me really proud. And that's kind of who we are, and that's what we need to do this weekend.
Coach, we're getting the privilege of watching this firsthand. Every single pitch, every single hit, every single defensive play, and we're being able to see like what makes this team special, how special they are, always showing up in the big moments, always having each other's back. Championship teams have this like innate DNA to themselves that's hard to put your finger on, like what makes a team special. at what point during the season or off season, whatever it was, did you realize or have the belief that this team has the correct genetic makeup, the team makeup to be special?
I don't know if there was necessarily a moment. I think I've just been very in tune and admired, I would say, their consistency to bring their best. And if you look at the season, especially in the league that we play, there haven't been a lot of downs or low points. We had a tough weekend at Auburn, against a team that was a number 4 national seed, as good as anybody. But outside of that, we've handled the success and the failure in stride and have continued to show up. And that's their best quality. And I think, we talk about making every game a playoff game. I feel like this team really did that. And the value of that is when you get in games like last night, you're trained for it, you're built for it, because that's how you've approached every game along the way. And I'm excited to see them continue to do that this weekend.
Coach, whenever you have a ninth inning like that, and there's so many different plays that I want to go over with you, but I also want to pay respect to people that might get forgotten in the buildup to that ninth inning. Zach Cowan, Jaden Newt, the job that they did going over 6 innings, only giving up 1 earned run. I mean, for Zach Cowan, especially, that's now over 8 innings he's pitched against Arkansas this year, has not given up a run to one of the best offenses in the country. I know that when you have, a dramatic ending like that, and we'll talk about those performances, I want to make sure we don't lose sight. And I know you haven't, of what Zach Cowan and Jaden Newt were able to do for you.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I'm super proud of him. He's had an unbelievable season. We are not here without him. He had a couple bumps in the road the last couple outings, and that's how it goes when you're pitching at the end of the games and just leverage and you lose a couple. We had talked about, I got to know and kind of friends with Trevor Hoffman from San Diego, being in San Diego, and he talked about this thought of, as a closer, having kind of almost amnesia when one goes bad. But I'll take it to another level with him. After that regional final game where we won, but he didn't pitch great, he came in and we talked, and he's kind of got it to another level mentally. And he's already one of the most mentally sound and strong players that I've ever coached. I think I've said that with you a couple times. And I just felt like moment, circumstance, mindset, attitude, his arsenal, couple weeks off, little bit of a mental reset, he would deliver for us, and he was awesome. And I'm super proud of him because we're not even sitting in this position without the season he's had. So it only felt appropriate for him to pitch that way last night.
Coach, I want to ask you about one moment in the game and get your thoughts on what your mindset was. Bottom of the 6th, down 1-0. Arkansas decides to intentionally walk Pearson, and Jake Brown steps up and just absolutely makes LSU fans go crazy. RBI, talk about that decision, what went into that, and just what that meant to the team of him stepping up right there as a pinch hitter and getting that hit.
Well, Jake's one of our best players, and what a luxury to have one of your best players sitting there to insert him at that time. And, because of the pitching matchup, we had him available, and that worked out in our favor. And I told him before the game, it's going to be when it really matters. And that might happen early, because Beetlejuice, who did a good job last night, hadn't gotten that deep into games. But I said it's going to be with runners on base when they go to Gabe Gackle, who, in my opinion, is one of the best pitchers in the country. And it was really interesting. There was more than just, hey, let's get the hit to take the lead right there. I was actually thinking, okay, he's kind of getting to that point where if we have to play tomorrow, it's going to be tough for him to come back and be really effective because he threw 90 pitches and then 3 days rest and then what he had thrown to that point. And then they had Gibbler down in the bullpen, who's really tough left on left. But I kind of went with, I have one of my best players available with the bases loaded who does a great job of slowing the game down, is ultra competitive. Let's get him in the box right now. And the only hard part is Chris Stanfield is one of our best players,
Yeah,
so
that's what we're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. It just, the righties had not done anything with Gackle.
Yeah.
I mean, he struck us out 10 times the other day, and I just had made the decision that it was the best for that moment. And then it was going to help us if we actually had to play them again today to have both of those guys thrown in this game last night.
Coach, we were talking about that, and we're talking about, kind of some of the changes in the lineup earlier. It's like it really is like a Major League Baseball approach where it's based off matchups, but you don't see that often in college baseball. You kind of roll the same lineup out there often, more times than not, and you haven't done that. And we talked about it the last couple of weeks. Like some of the buttons you and the coaching staff have pushed, they've really worked out, and those changes have come up in big spots. Certainly, we can go to Hernandez, and look, I don't care what the path for the left fielder was. I mean, he tattooed that baseball last night and put pressure on the defense. And then, of course, Bear Jones. I mean, Bear Jones coming up in two different spots. He's hitting fifth in the lineup. He hasn't been there all year, but all these buttons that have been pushed have really worked out well because the biggest moments of the game, it's been with someone who hasn't been there all season long in that same spot.
Yeah, we work hard at it, but I said this last night, and I think it was in relative to a question about Jared and his preparation, and you guys are the athletes. Like, it's about the player executing in the moment. Mm-hmm. And then, my job is just try to take their strength and their skill set and align it to give them the best chance to be successful, and ultimately the team have the best chance to be successful. And that's what it is. And we pay attention. I will tell you, yesterday's was the most grind in a long time of how to figure it out and construct it and line it up with their bullpen and the starter. And, they've had a quick hook with him in the past. And, we were a little bit like, okay, Gackel's going to come in the game. This is the time he's going to come in the game. But this is what we need to do with the starter. And then they're going to go to Gibbler. And so it was tricky. And it really, really worked out last night. And, just like I said, proud of the guys for executing. I mean, Derek, getting the ball in play after 3 tough at-bats prior to that and hustling down the line. They don't make the play. We caught a break on a ground ball where they didn't try to turn the double play. And that's one of the best players in the country in Eloy. And then Luis, he tattooed it, and then Jared stayed on the ball. So that's what good teams do. You get a little bit of an opening, and you take advantage of it. And we've been like that all year. So to me, that was just very much in character of our team.
Coach, it's so fun to watch Bear, no matter what happens, right? He can have a moment in the game and, the double play there and he's stretched out, the ball falls to the ground, 2-run score. A lot of times, and we all know this, being former athletes, we all know this, that can go two ways. You can go and you can feel sorry for yourself, or like you said, when that moment comes, what do you do? Do you step up and stand tall? And that's what is so impressive to me with him. No matter what the struggles are, no matter if it is a bad play, whatever it might be, when he is called upon in the biggest moments, tying the game up with just a mammoth tank to the opposite field, or to come up and win the game last night, that's not normal. Not every athlete has that, but Bear seems like he has it in almost every time in absolutes.
Yeah, I'm super proud of him. I mean, just the growth over the 3 years has been remarkable. And I think, maybe because he's on the heels of some of those guys that were big name guys with, Dylan and Tommy, people actually haven't talked about the caliber of career this guy has had at LSU. And, we're here in the finals for the second time in 3 years. And, you guys know how hard it is to get to this game and this stage. And the reason we're here this year is largely because he came back, for his junior year when he was draft eligible last year. And, it's had a tough first game and, did what competitors and winners do, got back to work, and more importantly than work, kept his mindset right and has really delivered these last 2 games. And I'm very proud of him.
Coach, your team has proven to all of us that nothing's too big for them. The lights are not too bright. But you got a pretty tough job here in the next couple of days, getting them ready to kind of hit that reset button after a huge emotional release last night, emotional victory. You got a job. How are you going to handle the next couple of days with mental preparation, physical preparation, emotional preparation for your team, and getting them ready? How does the next couple of days with a schedule line up for you, and how do you handle it leading up to this championship series?
Yeah, good question. And the first thing I told them last night, it was chaos at the stadium. And so, we got on the bus and came back. It's hey, man, straight to the meeting room, right now. And the first thing I said was hey, look, obviously obviously within reason, but you guys need to enjoy what we just accomplished tonight. Like, I'm an idiot if I don't allow them to do that. And I wanted them to do that. It was an electric atmosphere when we got back here, and I wanted them to spend time with their families. And you don't get nights like that in your life very often. We've luckily had a couple of them here in the last 3 years. It's amazing that, how similar those two games were. But I wanted them to enjoy it last night. I want them to. They're all sleeping right now. I should say, I want them to sleep in. There's not even a question. They're all asleep right now. And then, we kind of found a good flow with the position players late in the season. We've asked a lot out of a lot of guys. So today we take them in small groups of hitters and just get them, kind of their individual light work in. It'll be really short and not taxing. They're going to lift today. Got a couple pitchers that need to throw off the mound lightly and touch the mound. We're taking them to Fleming's at 4:00 because that's what we do. You advance to the next round. You go eat a steak. So now the tough part for me is I got so much to get ready for the series. They're going to Fleming's, I should say. I'm going to be sitting here. Hopefully Jared Jones can bring me a doggy bag or something like that. And then we're gonna have a meeting tonight at 9:30. And then to me, it's like, okay, that's the complete reset and focus on this next deal. We get to go in the stadium and practice tomorrow, which to me, that's one of the best days of your life. Is there's two teams out of 307 practicing tomorrow.
Wow.
And so we'll go in there. The wind's going to change. The conditions are going to be hot, a little different. Want to get reacclimated with, the park's going to play a little differently than it has. Coaching staff, totally locked in on doing what we do to get prepared, to get lined up for, a team that's a juggernaut right now. They've won like 26 games in a row, and playing very well. And then Saturday is great. I mean, it's 6:00 p.m., that's the times that we've played, 3 of the days here. So we'll be able to stay in a similar routine and get ready to go. But I think if any team, we won't take it for granted what we have to do to shift the focus, but if any team has proven that they know how to do that, it's this team. And then we'll get them lined up for what each guy on the roster needs to do to execute in the game and go for it.
Coach, I mean, you remind me so much of my first coach when I got to LSU, Coach Saban, just in the way you go about your business, the way you prepare for a game, the way you get ready for an opponent. And so, this time is different than the last time that you got to the championship series. Last time, you played another game and you had to come out of the loser's bracket. And, so many decisions I'm sure last night played in your mind. Different guys would get up. Exactly. Like different guys, like we saw Anthony Einson pitching a little bit there in the bullpen if he had to come in to the game. But now that it's hit reset and you didn't have that extra game, what does this feel like as you prepare for Coastal Carolina, which I know you've already watched tape on them? How different is it now that you didn't play that extra game compared to the last time you got there? Does it truly feel like a complete reset for you, knowing that now everybody's available? Of course, last time, Paul Skeens didn't pitch in the championship series, but now everybody's a full go.
Yeah, thank God, by the way. Because, I didn't want to say anything the other day. There's nothing anybody can do about it, but that rain deal split day, we were already in bracket 2 where there's a little bit of a challenge in that, which if you're in Omaha, I don't ever care about that. But but there was a little bit when we got the lead 2-1, it was the last 9 outs were going to be Chase and Anthony, and we're going to win it last night to give us the best chance to win the national championship. And then, the end of the game was chaos, and I do want to say, Chase Shores has been unbelievable here. That was even last night, third time in 4 days, and he got the ground ball, and Michael did a good job. Danny tried to turn it. Jared tried to stretch. We almost got out of that inning, and now you're 3 outs away in a 2-1 game. And that got lost because of all the chaos in the 8th and the 9th inning there. And then it was going to be Anthony in the 9th, and then it was tricky because I felt like if it got to tomorrow and we had to split the game between Cade and Anthony, we were going to be in great shape. But that was going to significantly hurt our chances of winning this weekend if we had to do that. So we went pretty aggressively at it. And then if it had gone to the 10th at 5-5, he was coming in the game. I was like, there's no way I'm letting this team with the effort they just gave to get back to 5-5, there's no way I'm letting this team lose this game. And that meant Anthony was going to trot out there.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I'm glad they finished it. I'm glad LSU is ready to go. And, Coach, you got everybody rooting for you back here, certainly. I mean, I told you a story about the World Series last night. That is a factual story. Everybody's watching it. Coach, I've told you this before. I mean, I've got 5 kiddos, as you know, and our baby girl 2 years ago, she was about to be born. My wife is in the hospital bed ready to go, but she's watching LSU and Wake Forest. She does not tell the doctor to come in until Tommy White hits the walk-off home run. Hand to God, this is a true story. We're all watching the game in the hospital room. She is in the bed or about to give birth. Tommy White walks it off. She says, all right, you can call the doctor in now, and then had our baby girl about 10 minutes later.
Let's go. So for her second birthday, let's win another championship.
Let's go. Absolutely. Let's go. Coach, you're the man. Can't thank you enough. I know what today's like for you, not only with responsibilities, but trying to get your team ready for a championship series. Again, we're all rooting like hell for you back home. Cannot wait to watch it this weekend. We appreciate it.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
All right, there he is. LSU head baseball coach Jay Johnson. Good enough to join us, man. Always so gracious, with his time, man. And just
it's great. The time constraints he has right now, just to make a few moments to come in and talk, share a little bit of his thought process with Louisiana. I know, that man is impressive. I'm sorry he's going to go hungry, though. I don't think Jared Jones has ever had any leftovers at a steakhouse.
Not too many old doggy bags coming home with
that Jared Jones is going to
you might have a better chance than somebody else. I don't know the Bear is going to bring the doggy.
How fun is that, though? Hey, if you advance, you get a good steak, huh?
Hey, I know you, too, and I know that you're nobody loves Flemings like this guy over here.
I love a good steak.
So real quick, when I called him, I was like, oh, thank you so much for joining us, seriously. And he was like, well, I figured I've been doing it the whole time. I should keep it going. And I was like, yeah, you can't mess with the juju.
Trust me when I say, Alondra, I'm glad he said that, because I was going to try to format a text that said something similar if he didn't get back to me this morning. Like, hey,
Coach,
I know baseball is superstitions. We've done this every Thursday during baseball season. It's Thursday. I kind of told the people you're going to come on if you won.
I made some promises without your permission.
Yeah. Yes. He was like, how are you doing? I was like, I'm doing great.
I'm doing amazing. That he is.
Oh,
dude.
man. Gosh, love that guy. And that, look, last night was fun. So we're Youngsville, actually, Lafayette area, and Huddy's doing their World Series. And they had a very cool opening ceremonies situation, but so they had a fastest man competition and an around the horn competition, fastest team that can do it. So people would be filming their son, their team, and then immediately when they finish, boom, phone.
Sure.
ESPN Plus or whatever, however they take it
bottom
in.
of the screen, swipe to the
I
left.
don't know. I don't know why I didn't. I should have taken a photo of it, because there was 2 fields that had 2 full stands, and I would say 95% of them had their phones like this. And we all know what you're doing. You're watching LSU baseball, and like when Jake Brown got the hit, like the roar of this youth baseball crowd was pretty awesome, because everybody's there against each other, but they're also there for the Tigers. And
the kids on the field are like, it's like, we're between innings, guys. What are y'all cheering for? Well, we did something good.
They're like, it was a ground out to first. Why is everybody freaking out?
Oh, the best part. So like the around the horn competition, it was like pitcher to catcher, catcher to third, third to second. It would have been really bad if when Jake Brown hit the 2 runs, if it would have been because of a drop, and the kid would have dropped the ball at the same time, and everybody, and that kid would have been like, oh my God.
He'd been kicking dirt. Oh, man.
Kids say, oh, man, now? I don't know. They see a lot of stuff.
Oh, shucks.
I thought
you
were about to say Mikey said it last week when he was in. He's like, oh, sorry. I was like,
he did?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Oh, yeah.
We're good. Nobody's listening.
Yeah.
FCC, right?
Yeah, I think like 7 people work for that company nationwide.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah, don't mess with me.
Yeah. And plus, he didn't say the T. Oh,
yeah.
I forgot about our Oh my gosh, what was she saying? Like, what was she talking about?
We were asking her about what the kids say these days.
Oh, yeah.
And she said something that had the
Fill me in.
S word. And
You don't get, if you're just quoting somebody, you don't get in trouble. What'd you say?
No, well, you can't. That's not how it works.
Not true.
You sure?
No, so
it was a direct quote.
We had a high school intern.
The
Like,
FCC won't let me be.
Oh,
or
yeah,
let
yeah.
me be me.
we'll find the clean version of that.
Yeah.
We'll find the clean version of that. All right. I know we got to take a break, but again, I want to thank Jay Johnson for coming on with us all season long. He doesn't have to do that. It's not a paid deal. There's not a sponsor tied to it. He just does it, you know.
He does it for the OTB good juju that he just got.
There's probably some of that, you know.
For the Canticlares.
I actually don't hate it.
Not bad.
I like it better than the other one.
I actually don't. Yeah, the other one was too
Don't
close.
say it
Flying
with an
too
accent.
close to the sun.
It's on a soft day.
No.
All right, we'll take a break. I'm going to recap what Jay just, was talking about there with a lot of different situations, a lot of different players. And, yeah, on the way out, can we get this man some Fleming's cigar? Actually, I think we should reach out to the baseball SID, right?
Really?
Let's DoorDash him something.
That's what I was about to say.
We'll do an
I'm
OTB
serious.
DoorDash. to
I
him.
think we should
Give him a big old steak.
Get where he's at. We'll send it to Bill's room.
Yeah.
Because we don't need Jay. Just in
Yeah.
case, we don't need Jay Johnson's room number out there on DoorDash. We send it to Bill's room.
Yes.
And we feed Jay Johnson.
I love that idea.
That's a great idea.
Write a little message on it from
Yeah.
the OTB crew.
Yeah.
From the OTB foxhole.
Yep. And Flynn, I think
The
it would be.
wolf
I think
pack.
that would be a
Wolf
great
pack.
way for you to integrate yourself to coach.
He doesn't really know me. I already love
That's
him.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I want him to love me.
Yeah.
To Jake's point, like you can buy it.
He
That'll-
gives you
you
a
can
lot
integrate
of
it. Like you can.
Oh,
good
yeah, thanks,
questions.
He
He loves
gave you
your
two
questions.
great questions.
He's give. Yeah, that's right. I've been here
two.
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interviewed him twice. I didn't hear you get any great questions.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Nope.
Nope.
I hadn't gotten one.
This guy.
To be fair,
right
maybe
there.
he's used to Jake having good questions.
Yeah, maybe it's
That's
not
true.
surprising.
Now it's just like
it's not surprising
Yeah.
coming
Yeah, he's
from.
just piling on at this point.
Yeah.
An embarrassment of riches over here from Jake's questions.
Nothing like a 25-minute segment
Oof.
to get things started. We'll be back
go.
for OTB.
Off the bench.
Do we think that there was some ice cold Dos Equis eliminated last
Eliminate him.
night? It wasn't just the Hogs that got
Well,
eliminated.
he said he kind of let him go celebrate a little bit. We can't be for certain, but I'm sure there were some bottles with two X's on it.
I mean, I was just thinking maybe even the fans, but, if you're of age, and you're there in Omaha, what better time to go for Dos? Now, it's always a great time. Lake beer, beach beer, pool beer,
Omaha beer,
airport beer, studio beer, any beer. You should grab an ice cold Dos Equis. Drink responsibly. Go for Dos.
See that delicious cold green bottle? Cut open a fresh lime, squeeze it in there. There's nothing better. That cold Mexican lager. Go for Dos Equis. Dos Equis.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Baby, drink. Everybody sing. Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, Funk Dog exclusive. Hey baby, hey baby.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
White folks, gangsters in the thug. Hey baby, stunning with a stack of them drugs. Hey baby, riding in the lack with a mug. Hey baby, I'm in the club hollering. Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby.
Hurricane Chris, Shreveport's finest.
Also, Halle Berry. Remember that song?
I do.
That was a banger too.
I do.
He was like 15 when he made this song, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Play now. Play, fella.
Say the name again.
Hurricane
Chris.
Port City.
Classic.
Ratchet City.
HC. Is Chris with a C or a K?
C. It's not his real name.
What?
His real name's Hurricane Mike. He changed it to Chris.
Jesus.
I'm so stupid.
I don't love that one.
That was a snort.
Tate, I need you to do some research here. When's the last time two teams faced off in the championship series that were both undefeated? It does feel like it's been a minute.
Is this?
Got two teams playing some really good baseball. And we'll preview Coastal Carolina. Certainly tomorrow's show, I've already reached out to the voice of Coastal Carolina baseball to try to have him on the show. So we'll see if we can get that done, get that all finished up. They're good, though, Bo. Hadn't lost since April.
Is it true that they've never lost in Omaha?
I believe they're 8-0.
8-0 in Omaha.
In Omaha.
Decent.
Yeah. Strong to quite strong. It that's what we talk about with Coastal Carolina. It's not like a normal mid-major. It's just not. It's like Gonzaga in basketball. It's like Boise State in football. They're different. They're not, and look, in Boise and Gonzaga haven't finished the deal, right? Gonzaga's been to a title game a couple of times. They've been to Final Fours. They hadn't won one. Coastal's won one.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're
they have every belief that they can go win and make it a second College World Series title.
Now, I do think they were on the weaker bracket leading up to this.
On paper, the two best teams played last night, right?
For sure.
But
yeah,
Coastal. Yeah,
I mean,
and I agree.
what I said might not be factually right, but that's what I think
look,
in my head.
You had Murray State on your side, but I get what you're saying. I mean, UCLA hadn't lost in the postseason when they got there, so.
But hey, they haven't even sniffed drama, so I mean they've feel like they've dominated. Watching them doesn't seem like they have any weaknesses anywhere. They just play really good baseball, and I've watched them a couple times already, and it's been fun to watch them because they hit the ball well. They play good defense. They just look like a really good, sound, well-coached baseball team. And I think it's going to be a great matchup. I mean, 2-3-0 teams.
Sorry. So out of these, it's going to take me a while to like really get into it and see which ones were undefeated when they were facing each other. But out of these, it tells me who was undefeated going into the series, but not if the opponent was. 1947, California was undefeated. Okay, I don't think we need to go that far back. 2000. The last time it happened was 2002, Texas. Texas was the last team to win the World Series and go undefeated in the World Series, and then Miami in 2001, LSU in 2000, LSU in 1997, LSU in 96, Cal State Fullerton in 95, Oklahoma 94, Pepperdine in 92, LSU in 91, and then Texas 83. So it's going to take me like a minute to go back and look at the series.
All right, so
I don't know if they're like.
Gosh, Yeah, we're gonna do some research because I'm seeing some stuff that I don't even want to put out there until I do some further research into
I'll just say it.
the numbers there.
Just say it. Fact check later.
Nah, people get in trouble when they do that. I'm trying to throw facts out here, but the entire point of all of that is like it's research. Like it's not just like, oh, that happened last year.
Yeah.
Oh, that happened 2 years ago. Like you got to do a deep dive
Look, guys,
into the last time that this happened.
The game ended at like 10 last night. It's 8:35 in the morning. We hadn't done a lot of research yet. We're just celebrating right now. The Tigers.
Yes, continue.
So actually,
I'm just excited.
It might have happened in 2002 when Texas, because Nebraska beat Baylor and then they beat Texas Tech and then they beat Kansas State to face Texas. So it might have been in 2002 that it last happened, actually, with Nebraska versus Texas.
Oh, Nebraska. Oof. God, the internet. Okay, I'll go ahead and put it out there. Can this be right? Like a Google search says
Put a disclaimer
it's the
out there.
first time ever that both
wait, hold
teams
on,
entered the
JK.
championship series undefeated.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I was looking at the
What's
wrong
it,
one.
like the format's different.
I was looking at the
than
wrong
you
one.
know.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't happen in 2002. I was looking at the wrong thing, but yeah.
So it's through decades of College World Series and with its current double elimination bracket and best of 3 finals format, there has never been an occasion where both finalists were unbeaten. Teams have gone undefeated individually, Texas in 2005, Oregon State in 2007, but never together.
Yeah.
So it says, so prior to this year's matchup between LSU and Coastal Carolina, it has never happened before that both teams reached the finals without a loss.
Well, we know that.
That's impressive.
Well, we know Coastal had to have been.
Yeah, but I just checked. They beat Arizona, and Arizona did not.
Okay.
Arizona had a loss.
But they did. They went 5-0.
Who was the coach at Arizona back then?
I believe it was Mr. Jay Johnson.
And who beat us in the Super Regionals in 2016?
Coastal Carolina. Lax to grind.
All things come back to this weekend.
So LSU does have a history with Coastal. LSU's head coach has a history with Coastal. So they might not play often, but this certainly means something. Now it's the finals, duh.
He might not
but
say it.
There's some old stories to go back and lean on as well.
Yeah, he might not say it, but he doesn't like him. I know. I've talked to Jay twice now. I can tell he doesn't like him. Axe to grind.
You know Jay really well.
Oh, yeah.
You got 2
I got
attaboys from
2
him. and
attaboys
now-
from him.
Totally.
Those were some of the greatest attaboys I've ever had in my life.
Do you feel like you were floating over the conversation when it happened?
I was like hovering over my body,
Yeah.
watching myself ask that question.
Yeah, I could feel it. You can feel it as well.
You could feel it
God bless
all
you.
the way in Omaha. That's a sweet question.
Yeah, that was a fired up coach. And he's like, did I want to go straight into the film room? Yeah, I did. He probably actually did. But he's like, I wanted them to celebrate that victory. Those do not happen very often. And he made the joke, and he's right. Like now it's happened to us a couple of times. But I'm glad he allowed them to enjoy that night. You don't have a game today, right? You don't have a game tomorrow. You can relax a little bit. You can reset, refocus, go have a hell of a practice inside the stadium. And he said it. There's over 300 teams that do this, and only 2 are practicing over the next 2 days. And they're going to be one of them. So I like the approach. the coaching staff getting ready. My man ain't even going to Fleming's. He's got to get somebody to bring him some leftovers.
The OTB crew
OTB crew is door dashing him.
Yeah. And by that, I mean I'm going to take Flynn's phone and do it for him because he'll forget.
What a powerful comment, though. It is so cool to be able to go out on the field and practice tomorrow because there's only 2 left practicing.
Yeah. It's
Man,
like,
that's it, people. That
look,
is it.
it's like a high school football, right? What do you want to be doing? Practicing during Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
When everybody else is off and celebrating and eating a lot of ham and turkey, as like a high school football coach, you want to be coaching. That means you did something, right? Kind of same situation here. You're coaching, you're practicing tomorrow. There's only 2 teams doing that. So, all right, we're going to put the order together on Flynn's phone. We're going to send it to Jay Johnson, get this man some food. We'll schedule it for like, he said 4 o'clock. He said 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, we're going to schedule a steak dinner. That's an early dinner. It's like a senior citizens type situation.
We're gonna have to
Maybe
get
they don't have
somebody-
Piccadillys up there, but it feels like a real Piccadilly situation.
Yeah, we're going to have to send somebody down to like the hotel restaurant to get him some like real silverware because there's nothing worse than trying to cut a steak with some plasticware. A good one. Oof. That's all I got.
All right, more OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Buying new, leasing, and renting. Everything is available in all 3 of the processes. When we say everything, every vehicle. Midsize, full-size SUV, van, truck, sedan, hybrid, whatever it might be, it's all going to be available. We tell you about the rentals all the time. Not a better time to take advantage. You're going to the softball, volleyball, baseball tournament. You got extra gear. Your vehicle's not big enough, or maybe it's just big enough, but it's uncomfortable for the family. It doesn't have to be that way. All right, go get something bigger. Maybe you're having a weekend getaway. I don't know that world, but maybe you do. Okay, you can get something smaller. You can get something better on gas mileage. Whatever it is, everything available. allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
From the convenience of your home, go see what they have available on their lot. Go start processing what your car is worth on a trade-in. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com, 225-433-0105.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team color, team swag, and now your very own website, LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net, powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
We about to do this, getting ready. Check this out. Come on. Getting ready. We getting ready. I say, girl, don't you do that. I say, girl, don't you do that. I say, boy, don't you do that. I say, boy, don't you do that. I say, y'all, don't y'all do that. I say, boy, don't y'all do that. Getting ready. We getting ready. Check this out. Talk that stuff now.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Right now, you're going to hear it like I heard it last night. Driving on the Chefalaya Basin, trying to get home, trying to get back to the BR. Here was the call to tie it up at 3. Bear Jones at the plate, trying to extend the game just a little bit longer, trying to include some more drama into the game after the Hogs score 2 runs on a ball that didn't leave the infield. But here was Bear Jones tying it up at 3.
There you Jones swings high in the air, right center field. Going back. It is gone! Justin Thomas Jr. kept running, and eventually runs out of real estate as Jared Jones with home run number 22. 64th of his career. And the second here in Omaha ties it up with one swing of the bat. We're tied 3-all.
I guess somebody out there would debate it that that's not the biggest of the 64, but it's got to be up there in the top 2 or 3 biggest home runs of Jared Jones' career as a Tiger.
Dougie, I think you're on something. I mean, I don't know. There's been some great regular season home runs by the Bear, but that's going to be the top one for me. And I do love that Bill was like, I don't think he got it all. I don't think that one's going to get over the fence.
To be fair, it was like you said
So
earlier,
high,
it was
right?
so high up that for me it was kind of hard to tell. But then I saw Bear's reaction, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, it's always so funny, like being in the booth right there. It's like you'll say something sometimes, and you don't even remember saying it. Like when LSU beat Ole Miss this year in overtime, I let out like a Ric Flair woo on the broadcast, and I don't remember doing it. But every time that's played back, I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm that idiot. That was me.
Well, most of you hear Doug, he's always like, come on, ball. You hear him in the background. That's great.
So true.
Most time on TV.
Like when they're waiting for a strike call, he's like, come on, Blue. Come on, Blue. You can hear him in the back. It's great.
Yeah, most times, like when you're watching on TV, you can tell off the bat, like by the angle and the speed that it leaves the TV screen, that it's like, oh, he got a hold of that. That's got a shot. The ball trajectory on TV, it looked like every pop-up that's hit into the outfield that just falls in short center field or mid center field, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the body language. He pimped it.
Yeah.
Danger.
We got the other one.
Here is Luis Hernandez to tie up the game at 5.
The 1-0 from Gibbler. Swung on, a line drive to left field, coming in, diving. It's going to be Davalon, and he missed it. It's over in the corner. Coming in to score is Fry. They'll send in Milam, and we are tied at 5-all.
Let's go.
Hey now. One of the best defensive teams in all of the country, and Davalon took a chance on coming in, trying to get the line drive, and it ricochets off his body into the corner, and we are tied at 5-all. Wow.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's
Just
awesome.
trying to talk to the baseball, as you heard there, and just trying to find a way to get it on the ground. Chance for the Tigers to score 2 runs. I didn't know, man. I need to start doing that in the football broadcast. Come on.
Just willing it.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like if a running back's like out in open space, just come on.
Inside.
I'm sorry doing that.
You're just in
Oh my God.
you're just
Oh
in
my
the box. You're like, Durham, spin move, spin move, spin move.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
I love
Wasn't in my
Doug.
repertoire, but it's in his.
You don't
so.
want me on the mic watching a quarterback drop the pass for sure.
Fly ball caught. That would be you.
No, I would just be the obnoxious person in the back. What are we doing? Play call sucked.
I don't think I could call a baseball game.
Hey, look, you can say those things. You just do it under your breath, and you break pencils where the camera can't catch you.
How many pencils you go through during the game? 17.
All right, here is the final call. LSU walks it off. Bear Jones.
2 balls, 1 strike to Jared Jones. Hernandez down at second base. Bottom of the 9th, tie game. This one hit in the air, line drive. It's off the glove of Kojal into center field. Here comes Hernandez. He is safe. Tigers win. Tigers win. They are headed to the championship series here in Omaha. Bye-bye, Arkansas. The Tigers celebrated right center field. Jared Jones rips the cover off the baseball. Kojal couldn't hold it, and Arkansas' season is over.
Incredible.
Great call from the voice of the LSU Tigers, Chris Blair. Bye-bye, Arkansas. Indeed. Everybody told us on this show, on the other show I do, Arkansas, team to beat, most complete team in the country, most talented team in the country. Well, turns out they got a Tiger problem, and they can't figure it out.
That's why sports are the greatest reality television in the whole world. The difference between tears and celebration was a couple of inches. Hit the top of the glove of the second baseman.
Yep.
2 inches lower, that's an out.
And as Bradley Dale Pivoto once told us, an inch is important. If you could add an inch, everybody would do it. And we'll come back, close out hour number 2 in OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com, trashrangers.com. I think it was Joey in the chat earlier that said, if I make the switch to Trash Rangers, will y'all sign my trash can? Absolutely, we'll sign the trash can. Because if you make the switch to Trash Rangers, you are doing exactly what you should do because you are able to make the switch. There's no better. The most reliable. You know what you're going to get. A holiday, they're going to get out in front of it. Make sure you know exactly when they're picking up your trash. In fact, they'll do it on a holiday. They had trash pickup on Memorial Day a couple of weeks ago, right? That's the kind of things that you're going to get with Trash Rangers. They are truly the best. Weekly text reminders, trashrangers.com.
Reliable and hassle-free. And like Jake just said, weekly text reminders. Are you kidding me? Trashrangers.com, trashrangers.com.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Nobody, and I mean nobody, loves a minute-long segment like Team OTB this week. You know what? It's on me.
It's a big deal. It's tradition.
I'll hit the chest there. That's on me.
Sorry for talking to Jay Johnson.
We went 23 minutes with Jay Johnson. And what's funny was I saw Peter Burns tweet that they were having him on SEC this morning, like at the 30, and we had him at the top of the hour. And I almost just wanted to keep going. Like, and just tell PB.
Sabotage him.
Sorry, bud.
Sorry, dude.
He's our coach.
Hey, PB.
He is our coach.
You play for UTSA. All right? Beep, beep ain't here no more.
I doubt PB gets a good question.
I doubt that PB sends him a steak dinner like we're going to.
Won't even think about it.
OTB, hour 3, coming up.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to yourgoodwood.com. Yourgoodwood.com is the website. You go check it out. See what they can do for you. Check out a full list of services. Check out the pricing right there on the homepage as well. Book your consultation right there at the bottom right corner. You do not need to settle. There's no settling when you have Goodwood, okay? Because if you have an issue, they're going to get to the bottom of it, and they're going to help you get on a path to feel like your youthful self again. Whatever's going on with you, right? They're going to take those labs, come up with a plan. Yourgoodwood.com.
Yeah, whether you're young, old, mid-age, whatever it is, if you're feeling a little lethargic, maybe it's a hormone situation. Maybe it's sexual performance. Some people call it ED. Go get it checked out. Get the consultation. Yourgoodwood.com. Yourgoodwood.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Thursday, June 19th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 90. Hour 3 of today's show. We'll have Big Deal or No Big Deal at 9 a.m. Then 9:15, our Munchies segment with LSU Executive Chef Michael Johnson. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio. It's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3, OTB 1045, ESPN Baton Rouge. You got Chef Michael Johnson about 15 minutes from now. Of course, we got to get to all of your Munchie questions inside the Bayou 4 chat. So, yeah, we're going to have Munchies today. Don't worry, Brian Burgess. We are going to have Munchies, going to have it at 9:15. Fire, just straight fire in the chat. Did they interview Jay Johnson today? We did. At 8 o'clock, and we went till 8:25, if that tells you anything there, Fire. I was trying to make him late for Peter Burns at 8:30. Almost got there.
You don't listen to all 3 hours?
That's disappointing.
Wow. Real foxhole.
On the Twitterverse, the old Twitter machine, from Joe Morgan at JSMorgan44, who has a Southeastern Louisiana Lion as his profile picture. Shout out to Tay-Tay. Jake and Matt, have y'all ever touched on any personal and funny baseball high school stories? I've told a story before. The only real baseball story I have, and I played freshman, sophomore, junior year. I didn't play my senior year because Coach Saban's like, pick a sport, bud. But my sophomore year, we're in the playoffs. We're at home, Shreveport Evangel. Catholic of Baton Rouge comes to us, and I didn't really know about Catholic. We had played them once, Moscona senior year, where we sent them home. We only played them once, but they were a good baseball program for sure. They had a shortstop that ended up signing with LSU that year. He's a hell of a high school baseball player, but we were getting crushed, like crushed. It was a second or third round. I think it was second round maybe of the playoffs, and I mean it's like 11-0 or 12-0. Last inning, if they get us out, we're done. I come up, get a single, and I'm on first base. And I was frustrated by the game. I DH that game, didn't play left field, didn't like that either. So I just decided I was going to steal second. Stole second. Coach is not very happy. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Stole second." Like, it's like we're down 12 runs. Like, your run doesn't really matter, bud. I'm like, now looking back, I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. Next pitch, still third. Okay. And after that, like, they hit like a ground ball, I think, to the third baseman, and like, he didn't want me to go. I'm like, I'm going. Score. We got crushed. Like, ended up being a lot to a little. But our football head coach was at the game, right? And I had played defense. I mean, I was nose guard, right? I had played on the D line. And it's funny, he's like, I knew you could, like, you know, move back in the day, in middle school, when we had your running back stuff. He's like, I know you can move like that. He's like, I think this spring, which was like that same time, he's like, I think we want to try to put you some running back stuff again. It was based off him being at the high school playoff game. We're getting crushed. I was mad.
Wait, say which grade?
I was a sophomore, going into my junior year, so sophomore spring.
So you were only in football. You were only playing
linebacker and D-line. Yeah, but he was at the game. He's like, hey, and he was an offensive coach. He's like, I think I'm gonna try some running back stuff. All right.
So how long had you been playing football leading up to that point? Like padded football?
Oh, forever. I had older brothers.
Like, because we started in 7th grade. That's when our official started. But like, so forever though, you didn't start playing running back till sophomore year.
No, so like growing up, youth football, I played running back.
Okay, got it.
And when I got to Evangel, it was more like projected to be a linebacker because we didn't run the ball. We were 5 wide. We were opening it up. That was the offense. We didn't even have a running back really, but you know, we were going to have some new stuff. My father-in-law was going to be the offensive coordinator, and he was going to run more of like a pro style offense. And so we were going to make the switch. And so based off me being dumb and stealing in a game that I should never have been doing, that really kind of started the process of me kind of playing both ways. And then eventually, finally, we played Longview first game of the year that year. And it was like a special package situation, like running back. But it's hotter than hot, as you know, East Texas, first game of the year. We're in Longview. We had like 3 guys go down with cramps. Pre-my high days. That Pedialyte doesn't work. That's ish. And so they're like, okay, cool. Hester, get back there. And we're going to direct snap you the football and run zone. They did it. I ran for like 220 that day and never moved back.
Then they moved you to fullback.
Just because of a high school baseball game where the coach was there and I stole a couple of bases. You? High school baseball?
I'm just thinking about that story. It's incredible. Like, so if it wasn't for that baseball game, you would have kept on playing defense. I'm sure it would have come to light eventually. This guy can move a little bit, but that's awesome.
You know, I don't know. I think that baseball game was big for me, but if it doesn't happen, I'm probably playing linebacker in the group of 5.
Yeah. You might have just stuck with Texas at that point.
I wouldn't. Oh, Texas was running back days. No, there would not have been a Texas offer either if I was playing linebacker. It would have been. It'd have been probably a Tulane Green Wave situation. Mm-hmm. Me and Blake Baker right there in the middle of that defense holding it down.
Let's go. So I didn't play baseball in high school. Leading up to that point, baseball was all I did. I didn't start playing football, like tackle football. I did one like Pee Wee year in 3rd grade, but I didn't really start playing until 7th grade. So I was a baseball guy. I loved how I played. This was like when people actually played like old school, like in the Little League instead of travel ball. But we traveled in the fall sometimes. But that was my sport, man. Up until 8th grade was my last year to play baseball because at the time I was a quarterback in 8th grade for my team. We were going into high school. And so it's a big high school, big 5A, big school 5A.
Yeah.
So there's there's varsity, JV, and then there's freshmen.
Right.
We had 3 different teams.
Yeah.
And so I was like the first person they ever asked to, as a freshman, be on the JV team.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I'm giving up everything. I got a shot at this thing.
Yeah.
And so the guy that I was competing against, he was a freshman quarterback. And Anyway, long story. I chose football because I was kind of burned out on baseball because I did it so much, and football was new and fresh to me. But I do have this. I can't remember if I was 5th or 6th grade, but I think y'all know my family was. I grew up a Baylor Bear fan. My dad played quarterback there. My siblings were there. I grew up going to every Baylor.
Big Chip and Joanna guy.
Big Chip and Joanne. Oh, this is pre-Chip and Joanne, so this is like the real deal Baylor Bear fan here. I would go to like the old Floyd Casey Stadium in Waco for every home game, do the tailgate. Like, loved Baylor growing up. So my dad was really involved with like the alumni. They had like an East Texas Alumni Association, like the Booster Club, all that stuff. So we were always really involved. Always got to go in the locker room, do different really like cool things for kids to be able to go do and see that other people didn't get to do. But my dad became really good friends with an assistant coach there. I think he was the running backs coach at the time, Trooper Taylor.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you ever ran into. Did you?
Yeah.
Awesome dude.
Yeah.
So he was either there for like an alumni golf tournament or recruiting. Anyway, he was in town, and so him and my dad were hanging out. I had a game that night, and I love Trooper. He was like high energy. He was like, he would play. Like he was just a good dude, man. And so I'm going to the game, and I'm talking to Trooper at the house, and he's like, "Hey, tell you what, I'll give you $50 if you throw a perfect game." Because I was pitching that day. I was like, "All right, cool, that's fun."
Yeah.
18 up, 18 down.
There you go.
Sit him down. Perfect game, and he didn't pay me.
Oh, what?
I got stood up.
Troop didn't pay you?
Troop, you didn't pay me.
Wow.
Let's fast forward to junior year of high school.
He's at A&M, by the way.
Is he at A&M now?
He is at A&M, so
still fighting the good fight. So let's fast
he's got
forward.
that $50. He better get ready because this year, when the Tigers take on the Aggies pregame, I'm going straight to him and telling him he owes Matt Flynn $50.
Let's finish this story.
Okay.
We're going to fast forward
All
to June. I think I was junior year of high school. I think Trooper was at Tulane.
Yeah,
Recruiting,
he was there
so-
from 1999 to 2003.
Yep. So he was at Tulane recruiting me. So he comes in. He came in. I believe he was with a coach from Georgia Tech. We go out to eat. We have this past relationship. I'm like, Troop, I don't know if you remember this, but you told me when I was like 12, if I threw a perfect game, you'd give me $50.
Yeah.
You never paid up. He was like, I know. And he took a 50 out of his pocket, set it on the table. Like,
So he didn't hand it to you, so there's no recruiting violation.
it wasn't a recruiting violation because he owed that to me.
He dropped $50 out of his wallet, and
That was out of an abundance of precaution. He did it that way because he owed me that money. We had a deal in place. We had a gentleman's deal. 18 up, sit him down. See ya. Paul Skeens-esque out there throwing circle change-ups, 2 seams, 4 seams. That's it.
I cannot believe you had a recruiting violation from Tulane. You didn't report it back in the day.
We're past the statute of limitations.
117. Jake and Matt, I played Little League with Will Arnold. I was at second base, and he was at first. Biggest and easiest target to ever throw at. Will could mash a baseball. That's no surprise there.
No shocker.
I bet that bat looked like a god-dang toothpick in his hand. My God.
Can you imagine him squeezing that metal bat, and it comes out with like finger indentions on it?
Yeah.
That was a strong human being. I wonder if he could scoop at first. How the hands were. Probably pretty good.
Bodacious, let us know. And it's okay. We won't tell Will about it. You don't have to be worried.
Mm-hmm.
Could he scoop it at first?
It's good to chop it up about the old baseball stories. Get tired of talking about football sometimes.
Favorite softball story?
Wait, were we talking like just general or like an embarrassing one? Or
What do you want to get off?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, so
Mine was the game that we got beat by 10.
The first high school. Well, okay. Anyway, the first high school that I went to, because I have so many, but we made it to like the first round of playoffs or whatever. And then the new high school that I went to, it was an actual like real good team.
You went for softball.
So yeah, and we made it to the third round, and that was at the time like the best moment of my life. And I think it was district by district, so whatever comes after that, I forget what it was. So we made it to that, and then we got beat by, I think it was Smithson Valley that beat us, and then that was fun. But one that is kind of like, I guess, embarrassing, I don't really know. I've definitely pulled a Jake Brown stealing second before, where I like slip, and luckily it was like a head first slip, so I kind of dove into the bag, played it off real smooth. But one time I was warming up one of our pitchers, and I didn't have like the gear on because I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I don't need the gear. We have like a drop ball in softball, which is basically like a off-speed pitch or whatever. Hers dropped a little too much. Had to pick it. When I went to pick it, it like popped up, hit me in the head, and cracked my eyebrow open, and I had to get 6 stitches. I still have the scar right here. But I remember my coach was like, oh yeah, she's bleeding. And I thought my eye was bleeding. So I started freaking out because I thought like blood was coming out of my actual eye, but it was and then I looked in the mirror and it was my eyebrow, and I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. Just a lot of good times playing, but I was over it by the time I got to college, and I didn't get any like D1 big school offers. So, and I wanted to go to a big school, so I was just done after that.
Yeah. And when you know, you certainly know.
Yeah.
Tay, any baseball stories?
Yes, 6th grade. I ran track for my school, but our junior high didn't have a baseball team. So we just played like, rec league, whatever it was, junior high ball, and had a track meet at St. Thomas Aquinas out there in Hammond in 6th grade. And it was big because they're like, oh, you get to run on the 8th grade track team. I'm like, all right, cool, like first meet of the year. Well, we also had a beginning of the season tournament, like for baseball. So it was kind of like, a pre-one, then the regular tournament, then your postseason tournament. And I forgot that they had overlapped. Luckily, left my bat bag in my mom's vehicle, ran the track meet at Hammond, had to speed over, got there. This is championship game of like the preseason tournament. Got there right before the game started. Made it in time, though, and we won the game, but kind of close.
Did you have to hit in your track uniform?
No, I had the uniform. I had the uniform with me. I didn't have to hit the track.
That should be pretty funny. All right, we are going to step away, and when we come back, we do it every single Thursday. We're going to get to your Munchies questions with Chef Michael Johnson.
Off the bench.
All right, go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. I don't know if you've heard, the Tigers are in the championship series in Omaha. Don't know if you've heard.
Wow.
Kind of breaking news there. But since that news is out there, if you're thinking about a last-minute trip to Omaha, I know Alondra's about to get in the car and head to Omaha. It is not too late for you to call Miss Lisa Sessions today in that rental department and get whatever vehicle that you're looking for. Drive it up to Omaha, celebrate the Tigers, tailgate out of that vehicle if you go get you a Tundra, a Tacoma, right? And then you drive it back, couple-day rentals, per-day rental prices, easy peasy.
Conveniently located. Airline near Goodwood. Go see them today. See what the options are. See what they got. Whether it's new vehicles, used vehicles, you don't want to purchase, but maybe a long-term lease. Whatever it is, go see them today. All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com, 225-433-0105.
See dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. Whole team on wildin'.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756.
It's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll lay your ship bare. See, I'll leave with every piece.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right.
Oh,
You happy
mashup.
with this?
All right.
All right. I hate it. All right, it is now time to get to our guy, Chef Michael Johnson, to answer your Munchies questions.
Get ready to tantalize your taste buds and leave this segment hungry. This is Munchies with Executive Chef Michael Johnson. Let's eat.
Chef, how we doing, brother? How we living?
I'm wonderful, man. Chris Jackson says to tell both you guys hello.
Oh, shout out Chris Jackson. Was telling Chris Jackson stories the other day on the radio where he would have to shed his football uniform and leave a trail of it behind as he ran across the street to the old Alec Box Stadium to go play third base for the Tigers.
Yeah,
So
that's
shout
you
out
gotta-
to Chris Jackson.
He's the
You
blueberry.
got to have respect for that. Blueberries, that's right. Yeah, we buy blueberries from him and his wife. They've got a little blueberry orchard. I don't know if you call it an orchard or what you call a blueberry patch, but
Well, if you don't know, we
yeah.
sure as hell don't know, Chef.
yeah, but they've got some good blueberries, that's for sure.
Oh, love that. Great athlete. And I don't say that about kickers, punters very often, but it's very true with
Few and far between.
Chris Jackson. No question about it. Hashtag Munchies. If Chef could be on one cooking competition show, which one would he want to be on?
It would have to be Iron Chef, man. It's the one that I had the most respect for. Like, I don't know. There's one episode that has always stuck out in my mind, and Bobby Flay jumped up on the I think he was going up against the Japanese chef, and he jumped up on his cutting board and was celebrating, and the Japanese chef shamed him for jumping on the cutting board because the cutting board is a sacred surface where we prepare our food, and nobody should ever tread on that sacred ground. And it's just one of those things. Like, he took the high road. And I love that about it. He's the Japanese chef was all of those chefs. Honestly, the ones that you battled against were kind of humble guys. They, I don't know. That to me, to win against or to compete against that level of chef, I think is I don't know. It's more romantic, if you will.
Yeah.
Chef, I kid you not, when I was in middle school, this was before like the Food Network got popular, kind of like in the mid 2000s when it got popular.
Yeah.
This was like late 90s. I used to watch the grainy, like old school Iron Chef.
Yeah.
The Japanese version of it was like dubbed over and with the American, the English.
Yeah.
And one episode stuck out to me where the secret ingredient was shark fin. And I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. Like at middle school, 7th grade me watching Iron Chef.
So you guys will probably neither one will remember this show, but when I was a kid, and this is in like late 70s, maybe 79, 80. So that's how old I am. They used to have this show on called Yan Can Cook. Right. And I remember, you have to Google it because it's not, like you have to find it on YouTube, I think. But Yan Can Cook, this guy, he would wield a cleaver without looking at his food. And he could and it was one of those things where I as a child, I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. So as a young chef, I decided, this is something that I want to figure out how to do. And, now where I am, and even like in the 90s when I was coming up, and I kind of hit being a chef before the wave of Food Network hit. So I hit the professional kitchen at a good time because I had experience before the community started getting flooded with, all these kids that wanted to be chefs, not understanding what it really meant. And so, Yan Can Cook, I took from that, I learned how to cut with my eyes closed, and it really is about feel. It's kind of like one of those Jean-Claude Van Damme movies where you close your eyes,
Bloodsport.
Hell yeah.
You let the force or the spirit move your knife,
Let's go. Love that. Any kind of Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude references are welcome on the show. Anyway.
Absolutely. They are. All right, so, Chef, we had on Jay Johnson earlier, and he said the team at 4 o'clock today was going to Fleming's. They were going to enjoy a steak dinner. And then he goes, well, the players are. I'm going to actually be in here watching a little Coastal Carolina. He's like, I hope Bear Jones brings me a little doggy bag back to the hotel. So we thought, okay, well, we're going to send him something. Like we're going to find out, through the proper channels where to get it to him, but we're going to send him something. So should we send him something like the team is eating? Should we send him Fleming's, like a nice steak and potato and salad? Like that feels like the right move, right?
Absolutely. And Jay's an eater, you know what I mean? Like he's a very, when it comes to eating, I think and the team as well, like they're simple eaters, like they just like steak and potatoes, nothing too fancy.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are that way. It's protein and carbs and such. And so, and I mean, Fleming's does a good job. I actually was a chef at the Fleming's for quite a while here in Baton Rouge back in the day. Actually, when Hurricane Katrina hit, I worked at Fleming's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you probably saw Flynn and I in there.
Probably saw us there a few times.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
Oh, now, Chef, I was definitely balling on a budget. I would get the chicken. I wouldn't get the steak. Your boy couldn't afford the steak at Fleming. The chicken was good though.
Yeah. Yeah, we did a good job. I mean, I was the grill guy back then. I mean, if you were eating the steak at Fleming's or the chicken for that matter, I was the guy that was cooking.
There we go. How about that?
Chef, we're getting asked in the chat here. Have you ever cooked on, or do you cook on a flat top grill? It's kind of popular right now, the Blackstone flat tops. Which kind of like sparked a question to me. I'm thinking about getting a new grill, and I'm like, man, the flat top seems kind of sexy right now. It's kind of versatile. Like, what's your experience with that? What would you recommend to a homeowner as far as like a regular standard gas grill, or a flat top?
Well, I like gas because it heats up quickly, but Blackstones are gas, and I love the versatility of having a flat top. Like you can saute vegetables, you can cook fish, you can cook a burger. I mean, you can cook quesadillas, you can roll a hot dog on it. I mean, you can do so much more with a flat grill than you can just about anything else. I mean, it is by and large the most versatile piece of cooking equipment in the kitchen. Now, you're not going to get the grill marks, right? But what you can do is you can get a Blackstone to put on top of your grill, or even a piece of metal, if that's your thing. But I am a fan of the Blackstones. I think that they're great. And if you're going super fancy, you can get a commercial grade griddle. But I don't like Blackstones fit the bill. They do it very well.
Do y'all know Ben McDonald's choice there?
Nope.
Flat top.
Nope. Oh yeah.
Ooh, nice one. Nice one.
I'm just saying. Probably I was going to go with the flat top.
Chef, have you ever made an onion volcano on a flat top before?
I have not quite as fancy as any of the sushi chefs that do. You know, like I can't throw the egg up in the air and land it in my hat. That's going to go awry. But yeah, I've made anything that'll catch on fire too. You know, like you put the alcohol in there and let it blow, and I'm knives and fire are my thing, man. You know.
Chef, I'm assuming this is with a Coastal Carolina thought process. Best way to prepare a fancy rooster.
Slow and low, baby. Slow and low.
Oh, fancy rooster.
Oh,
actually.
man.
I like that. Oh, that's really, really good. All right, the chat's also wanting to know. So Alondra is about to go on a long road trip to Omaha. All right,
Okay.
she's about to get in a car, head up that way. What should the snacks be on said road trip to make sure that she's doing it the right way?
Oh man, you guys, I'm gonna be judged by everyone here right now, but beef jerky is my road snack, right?
Absolutely.
Like
No, it's go-to.
Yeah, and,
It's go-to.
Yeah, and I'm kind of a Ruffles guy on the road. I don't know why, but
okay.
Somehow I always end up with like a sour cream and onion or like triple cheddar bag of Ruffles, and because when I drive, man, I stop for. I'm one of those guys that's like, no, we're not stopping for food, kids. we stop for food when we stop for fuel, and that's still 5 hours away. So when I stop for fuel, I send the kids into the gas station to get, like snacks. And so it's Ruffles or Pringles, a Coca-Cola to keep the energy up. I can't do Red Bull anymore because, then I'm going to be the one that's whining in 2 hours that I have to, pull over and go pee. So, my performance nutrition chef goes solid out the window. And you throw that completely to the wind and you got to go with what works. And I think beef jerky, Ruffles, and a Coca-Cola is my go-to.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do on a road trip. It's survival of the fittest out there. And
Got to get there, man.
You throw a little short can of French onion dip too. That's got the little silver top. You got to peel back.
Yeah.
That's pretty elite as well.
Wait.
So
French onion dip in the car while you're doing it?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, well done.
If you got a nice
Cup
console
holder, yeah.
in the middle next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
pretty elite.
All right.
Chef,
So when I moved,
go ahead.
When I moved to Seattle, I'm literally my dad is in a 26-foot box truck pulling my ex-wife's vehicle behind it. I'm in my pickup. It's an extended cab Chevy with my kids, my ex, wife at the time, all three of my kids in the back seat. And we made the mistake of stopping at this truck stop, and I bought the kids pizza. One of them was like, "Oh no, this doesn't smell good," and slung it out the window.
Oh no!
The oldest, was starving, and so she jammed it down. And I'm not exaggerating whatsoever. Within 30 minutes, she created what can only be called pink mist, and spewed this pizza into the back of my seat and my head. So it was such volume and like pressure that there was a silhouette of my head on the windshield.
Oh no!
On the inside, right?
It's
and
like the
so
exorcism situation going on.
It was like negative 20 degree out in Nebraska. We were in, and so we're trying to clean up the truck, and it's freezing, and the wind is blowing, and my dad is driving the truck behind us, asking what the hell's going on. It was a snafu, and that's the only way you can describe it. So we get it cleaned up. We get on the road, and day 2 we stayed in Wyoming, and the truck had the heater running, and somewhere midday everything started warming up, and you started smelling the smell again.
Oh.
And my ex-wife reached down the crack of her seat to feel if something was down there. When she withdrew her hand from said crack, it was covered again, and so
pink dust.
Oh yeah, it was a chain reaction too. Like there was several bodies in the truck that we screamed across the highway into the ditch, and there was 2 or 3 people in the ditch. Evacuating.
I regret asking that question.
Yeah, truck stop pizza, huh? Am I right?
Yeah. So whatever you do on your road trip, I would steer clear of pizza.
Yeah, that would not. Pink dust is never something that I want to think about ever again. Chef, we appreciate it. You're the man. We look forward to it every single week. We'll catch up again with you next week. And tell Chris Jackson we said hello.
I sure will. Thanks.
All right, there he is, Chef Michael Johnson, answering your Munchies questions. And I wish I would not have asked that one.
Man, we've all been there with kids, though. Good Lord. The
you
projectile. Most of the time during that segment, we leave it hungry.
Yeah, not
this time. Not today. Not today.
I mean, he had me at like Ruffles, and I was like, okay, I don't have Ruffles very often. I don't eat potato chips like that, but like you brought in the French onion dip. I'm like, that seems like a lot of work, but if it's doable, like I could get behind. Certainly, if you're a passenger princess,
Sure.
you can get that done.
Like if the can too, it'll depending on the configuration of your cup holder situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have like
That's real fat, by the way, that you've done this.
I mean, man's got to do it's survival out there on a road trip. Yeah. Got to survive.
I usually go with coffee and a beef jerky. You're going with French onion dip and Ruffles. I appreciate the hustle.
It's a luxury. I'm not going to say it happens every time. Most of the time, like my wife's in the passenger seat and she kind of holds it. I get a little scoop-a-doop.
Oh, wow. Now you got Lacey having to hold your French
onion
dip.
Every now and then if we're both getting after it.
Wow. Lacey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you got to do that.
I'm for sure going beef jerky. That is my road trip snack.
All versions of beef jerky.
Yeah.
I'm not real biased on it. I like it.
Can I ask, has inflation hit anything as hard as beef jerky?
Milk and eggs.
Oh, man.
Coming from somebody
beef
who has 5 boys.
expensive.
But beef jerky is something the boys like as well. Oh, my God.
You're eating a lot of that.
It's bad.
Can't hide it.
It's at the gas station. It's like $12 for a small bag, and you get like 5 pieces
That's
of
what I'm
beef jerky.
saying. And the
I'm
bag,
good.
the bag's like 18
but you
inches
only
tall.
get like a few pieces. Yeah.
You get you get more of the little moisture bags in there than you do the beef jerky.
Yeah, you really do.
The greasy moisture bags.
So you're getting old whenever you complain about stuff like that, but we do. Like yesterday, y'all know the Quest chips?
Yeah.
Like the ones that taste like a taco?
Yeah.
They're really good.
Low carbs.
Yeah.
Keto,
high protein.
Loaded taco, right?
Yeah. High protein, yeah. So I was making a homemade taco salad. I was going to crunch them up, put them in the taco salad. I opened the bag, and I swear to God, of the bag, 80% air, 20% chip. And I just started complaining to myself. Nobody was in the room. I'm like, how can you do this as a company? How can you sell this? How can you put this on the shelf knowing that there's 80% air, 20% chip, and y'all know they're $4 a bag?
That's insane.
It ain't a Lay. It ain't a Frito.
Right.
It's expensive. Quest, if you're out there listening, you're a bum.
Yeah.
I've never.
Almost took a picture. Almost went full Karen. I was that mad.
Back in my day,
Tag them on social media.
Chips, it was almost to the top.
It was like 50-50 at least.
At least 50-50.
Pissed me right off. And on that note, we'll take a break. More OTB coming your way.
Off the bench.
Give me all that air.
Yeah, getting us all fired up over here, Quest.
$4 for a small bag of chips. You give me that. Go to Central Plumbing. It really was like maybe 5. CentralPlumbing.org, 225-925-8552, 24/7, 365, weekend, holiday, game day. Does not matter. They will be there for you, even if it's during the Coastal Carolina Championship Series. If you've got an emergency, that number, one more time, 225-925-8552. And, of course, always online. You can find everything they can do for you at centralplumbing.org.
Yeah, that can't be understated enough, right? 24/7 emergency service. That number is 225-925-8552. Whether it's a new build, renovation on your home, whether you need got a toilet that is backed up, whatever it is, they can help you. Centralplumbing.org. Centralplumbing.org.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always
I-N-D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-T. Do you know what that mean, man? I-N-D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-T. Do you know what that mean? She got her own house, she got her own car. 2 jobs, work hard, you a bad bro.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
I was waiting. All right, here we go. Welcome back, OTB.
I've enjoyed the music today. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, look, it takes a lot for me to get away from my R&B Thursday, but today that just felt like the vibe. So Alondra's been crushing it as always. Katie and Harlow watching the show. They want to throw Funyuns into the road trip snack. I can definitely crush a bag of Funyuns.
Funyuns are great.
Now you can't whisper. You can't whisper to anybody after eating Funyuns because it's a situation. But
for hours.
Yeah, like I love a Funyun. Don't know if I love it in a small car where like everybody has to
look,
smell
that's
it.
just the price you got to pay if you're on a road trip and I'm driving. House rules when I'm driving.
I haven't had a Funyun. And
hell, Harlow might be eating a Funyun right now.
Over a decade. But I can still taste it.
And you can smell it, too.
I can still smell it. But I remember that was like, Funyuns were like currency back in middle school.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. The vending machine, who knows how much money was spent, 50 cents at a time for a bag of Funyuns.
Yeah.
You open it up, you got that. You get the 2 Funyuns that look interlocked with each other.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I mean, wow.
I love Funyuns in a sandwich.
Ooh, a little crunch.
Like you
Add
put it
onions.
in
That makes a lot of
yes,
sense.
it's so good.
You know,
it is
Alondra,
so good.
You know what? I bet that's fire. Like a burger.
Yeah.
I bet a
Funyun
burger. Throw some Funyuns on there.
Because a lot of time you'll do like a sauteed onion instead. Just do the give it a little
The
crunch.
flamin' hot Funyuns are so good too.
Cassie, 2 days ago, something I'd never seen before, Funyuns, but it was sold in like a Pringles.
Yeah, I saw
container.
those. They have them at Walgreens.
Yeah, and they're not shaped like Pringles. They're just smaller. They're
Those would
like
be good
mini
for
Funyuns.
Harlow.
They're
Oh yeah,
mini
They're like
Funyuns.
tiny
Yeah,
Funyuns.
yeah.
I
They're
thought
they're like-
that family only ate bananas and peanut butter.
Cassie only eats Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Girl has that every day.
All right. Well, I mean, who among us?
Yeah.
Wait,
I
there's
don't blame her.
Flamin' Hot Funyun.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
and they're
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
And there's mini
There's
Funyun.
mini
I
Funyuns.
found out about this like 2 days ago.
That would be good on a sandwich. The mini Funyun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They also sell like
I used to be
Cheetos, Puff Balls.
yes,
in the same kind
in
of
the
can.
same and the
Yeah.
they have Doritos in the
And
same
Sun
thing
Chips,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. But I used to be obsessed with putting Funyuns in my sandwich.
Okay.
Like in the
That-
sandwich.
It makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
To do that.
I want to ask people out there, and if you're in the chat, let me know if you've ever heard of this. There was this chip when I was a kid. This is probably 4th grade, 5th grade, called Pizzeria. They were the greatest chips,
I know what
and
you're
all of
talking
a
about,
sudden, they just disappeared. And I've been searching for pictures of them, people that knew about them. I've never met one person that knows what I'm talking about. They were called Pizzeria. I don't know if it was like a Tyler Brookshire's exclusive.
Oh, shout out to Brookshire's.
But
I got a
good
Brookshire's in
Lord,
Port
I used
City.
to sit and eat a whole bag of
Oh,
those
I see
things.
'em.
You see them?
Yeah.
Pizzerias?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I just Googled them.
Yeah, I
Good
got it.
Lord.
I see it right now.
Bring the pizzeria back.
I never had the privilege of a pizzeria.
Well, you
Yeah.
lived.
I guess I haven't.
What was the biggest playground currency that you could trade back in the day? You said Funyuns was yours. For me, it was flavored Tootsie Rolls. The orange, the lime. I think there was a cherry one. The vanilla didn't really go well. Like you're going to trade 2 or 3 vanillas to get something back. But the flavored Tootsie Rolls, if you had a bag of those things, you could trade them for whatever you wanted on the playground.
Sorry, I'm laughing
Fun
at
dip for us.
Alvo's.
Fun dip. Good
The
one.
fun dip packets, yeah.
I'm laughing at Alvo's comment in the chat. He said, if there's a flaming hot version of anything, a Latina woman will find it. Absolutely. I love any flaming hot.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Those look fire.
Pizzerias.
Oh, the Keebler Elf did them.
Come on, Keebs.
Yeah.
Bring
I
it back.
bet you could find those somewhere. Now they're not going to be fresh, but if you want like the nostalgia of seeing the bag,
I want to taste them. I want to eat them. There was on the playground. I was like an early entrepreneur on the playground.
Oh, Now and Later is a great call. That was a big one too.
I used to make. If you ever made, you take a piece of paper and you fold it in the way it makes like a finger, like a whole finger claw.
Yeah, you look like Freddy Krueger.
So no one knew how to do it except for your boy here. So
the bugles or whatever?
No. This was actually you fold the paper.
Oh.
You fold the paper
Oh, we're
and
talking
it makes
about
like
something. We're off chips
Yeah,
now.
we're off chips
Okay,
for
my
a
bad.
second. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw a squirrel.
So did I.
So I would sell these things, quarter a claw. But if you want a whole
Charge.
hand for $1. You're talking about a deal, wholesale pricing, bulk pricing. I was raking in the money. I made probably $6 one day.
Did y'all ever, I don't know if this was
A lot
just
of money
like
back. A lot of
my
Funyuns.
era, but like the duct tape wallets?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. You sold people sold those back in the day, duct tape wallets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girls, when I was in school, made like Capri
Purses.
Sun purses.
Yeah.
That had, like you would take the empty
Yeah.
Capri Sun packs and
Or like
make it.
chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything really.
Super weird.
All right.
Yeah. Weird
Things
time
you do
in
in
life.
Walker. All right.
Huh.
We made
Okay,
Capri
that
Sun
was-
purse.
we made hacky sacks.
Bro,
in
that
middle
was
school.
Louis Vuitton out in LP.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
the
no
Capri
doubt.
Sun purse.
Well, Chanel.
Let's get it straight.
No doubt
Ooh,
about it.
Someone brought up combos in the
Ooh,
chat.
Combos are good.
Combos were really. Oh,
But they have like the cracker or the pretzel one. Which one?
I like the pretzel.
Yeah.
Zowers.
Nobody will eliminate a barrel of almond butter pretzels, like almond butter filled
Yeah, yeah,
pretzels,
yeah.
like your boy.
Those are good.
Oh,
Almond butter.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Stick with old school.
I know.
Old school peanut.
It's got a little bit different taste. You can eat more of them. I don't know why I can, but I can.
Just mentally, you think it's healthier?
It is. Well, it is healthier if you're looking for certain health benefits from it. I mean, depending on what you're trying to get out of it, Matthew.
You're going for quantity.
You don't have a
rather
Jawser
than
size
quality.
if you're not worried about what's going into your body.
Oh my god, dude! Jawser size. I'll look that picture up. Like in the group chat, I sent the picture of the Jawser size. The most ridiculous.
I like how number
contraption.
5 was like confidence.
Oh, yeah. The benefits.
I mean,
Stronger jawline. blah, blah,
seriously, it's not you have to have a good jawline to have confidence. Find me someone with a good jawline that doesn't have it though.
That's
Find me
Take that.
a
Probably a
good
good
jawline
point.
with no
Take that,
confidence.
Quagmire.
I don't
Huge
think-
confidence.
Yeah.
Huge confidence. That's a really good point.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, find me somebody with a good jawline that is self-conscious. It doesn't exist.
Yeah. Take that, you bum.
What actor has the best jawline, you think?
We'll look it up, and we'll tell you to close
Cillian
out today's OTB.
Off the bench.
Talk a lot about championships here the last couple of days. Talk a lot about hanging banners.
Oh.
You know who hangs a lot of banners? Tommy's. Windows, doors, and siding. GoTommys.com is the website. Doesn't matter what year you go back to. I mean, since they've been in business, they just win awards, including this year, 2025.
It couldn't have been back in 2016.
Yep.
What about the year after? So they went back to back.
Yeah. They are Fred McGriff on the infomercial when we were going back to back AAU champions. That's who you're working with when you go to GoTommys.com. Check out the gallery of work. Check out the testimonials from past clients. GoTommys.com.
Integrity, dependable, professional. Most importantly, when you're getting work done on your house, they're efficient. GoTommys.com, 225-250-8808.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in, OTB. Let's finish it up like we do every single day, getting to your questions inside the Bayou 4 chat. Ask the bench. Is Alondra and Rivers taking a motor home or a pull-behind RV trailer? And will they have a CB radio?
Unfortunately, we couldn't get an RV. All of the rentals are already rented out, which makes sense. It's the middle of June, so we're just going in Rivers' car. I don't know what CB radio means.
Oh, CB radio, like truckers
The
have.
truckers
Like,
you see on the movie.
Oh, that would have been
See what I
awesome.
mean? Yeah. Ask the bench. Does Flynn dance as much in the club as he shows when the bump music is playing? Second part, does Hester not move in the club the same way he does when the bump music is playing?
Two-part
I
question.
actually, I've never, well, I don't know. I have to think about it. I know for me, I love getting out there. Like, if it was T-Bob and I, like, we're going to be out there. My wife loves to dance as well, so it's something I know she enjoys. And so get a drink in the hand, hit the dance floor, act like an idiot, and know you're going to get judged.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the king of like just dancing in place. Like you get the beat. That's what music's for. It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
People catch me a lot of times just dancing at random places with no music playing. But there's songs on in here, people. There's songs on in here.
There is always something going on up there. A
The
lot of space
monkey
to move
hitting
around.
cymbals.
Ask the bench. Stack your 3 favorite Pringles.
The cheese one.
The pizza.
Original.
And sour cream and onion for me.
Barbecue. And pizza.
Okay.
I really only eat the cheese ones.
God, the barbecue is so good.
Yeah, I'm going to step back to my youths here. Sour cream on top. Cheese. And then I think they got salt and vinegar now, I believe.
Yeah,
don't they? Yeah,
they do.
salt and vinegar. I like salt and vinegar any chip.
Oof, they are good. Talk about a breath killer. That'll get you. Ask the bench. Has Hester nailed down
Brush
a
your teeth,
private
dude.
jet? That's why I carry toothbrushes in my bag. The ones you just put water on, they already have toothpaste on them because you ain't going to catch me slipping. Has Hester nailed down a private jet? Has Alondra nailed down an RV? We just talked about that. Hey, if you've got a private jet, Flynn and I are willing to travel.
Willing and able.
We'll tell great stories on the plane ride to Omaha.
Tigers!
Off the bench.
Really good stories. We'll tell them. Just let us get a seat. Go to ktozblinds.com. ktozblinds.com. Have Brandon Barton and his team come out to your home. Right? You got a situation where it's like, man, this room is just hotter than the rest of the house, and the sun's just beating down on us. Well, go talk to them about having that exterior outdoor motorized shade.
Is it hot in Louisiana?
It's pretty warm. Sun shines pretty bright. You push a button, though, and you get the one that I have, because there's different versions of it depending on how much sunlight you want to let into your home. Like for me, like we have other areas of our home where sunlight comes in, and that's great. But this one spot, it was too much. Push a button. Very quiet. Just comes down. Boom. Sun's gone. No glare. No sun.
Whether the outdoor space is big, whether it's little, they can do it. They can outfit it. ktozblinds.com, 225-791-1220.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always. No paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luva, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.